Holy shit, July will be my 3-year anniversary.
Been a long time, man. It's been a long time. 4 whole years. 4 years of bullshit. 4 years of Eldara. And most importantly, 4 years of scuffed memes. That's right. That's right. It's not actually about the art. The secret is, it's never been about the art, man. It's only ever been about the memes. So, I'm excited, man. I didn't realize it was today. I thought it was on the 3rd. But I woke up and Twitch just said, hey, it's actually today, idiot.
Completion of 1 leap cycle.
I don't know.
Pretty big.
It is, Edities. Thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. And thank you, Croc, for the 3 years, almost 34 months. I appreciate it, bro. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the VOD. It is May 1st. It's the beginning of a new month. There's only a couple days left until Star Wars Phantom Menace is out in theaters once more. I'm excited about that. I'm going to go see it. Probably May 5th. I'll probably do it on the 5th because that's going to be an easier day for me to take off. So, Soja, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks for what's going on, guys. Good to see you all. I appreciate the resubs. I appreciate all the support over the last 4 years. I did not think I would actually still be here doing this shit 4 years later. I didn't think that I would, honestly. I really didn't. It wasn't my plan. I was going to stream for a year or two. And my stream was going to be basically me trying to get a job in the games industry. Yep. It was going to be me trying to get a job in the games industry. That's what it was. That's what I decided to stream, man. It wasn't actually about Eldar or anything, really. It was about me just on the process, on the grind, doing the things, you know? And yet here we are.
Less than 3.
Dude, no you. What's up, Alaire? Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you for considering me your Prime option this month for 2 months. Thank you, Alaire. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for all the subs and resubs and stuff, guys, from across the years. Some of y'all got very long subs and chats. Some of y'all are brand new, and I appreciate you, you know? Y'all make it worth every day. So, yeah, I thought I was going to start streaming, and I was going to stream because Dave Greco streamed. And Dave Greco was like, hey, dude, you should stream. And I was like, what, me personally? No, I wasn't talking to me. But no, he inspired me because David Greco is an artist who is a very well-known artist on Twitch at one point in time. And he once told a story about how he started streaming because he wanted to be more accountable to himself for actually working and like doing stuff. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start streaming so that I'm going to work on projects on my stream. It's going to be fun. And my stream was going to be basically the process of me trying to get better at art and trying to get good at it, even to the point where I could actually apply to a studio that I really wanted to work at and go get my dream job in the games industry. That was the whole point of it. It was going to be a couple of years, hopefully it didn't take me too long to get there. And I was going to, I was like kind of planning for my last stream. I was planning for my last stream from day one, you know? I was planning and looking forward to it and hoping it would come as soon as possible because I wanted to sort of like get better with other people, other artists who wanted to get better at art and tell some stories and have some fun and play some D&D and do some cool shit until the day that, you know, I was good enough to go get the real job that I wanted to get. And, then it was going to be like, hey, you know, maybe I'll still stream here or there, but this is my last, like, you know, morning, day, 9 to 5, whatever stream. And it was going to be a big thing. And I was like, I got to plan something fun for that. I don't know how big I'll be. Will I have like any viewers by then? Will anybody come see my stream? Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be my friends. Who knows? And I didn't think that my stream would do so well. I didn't think that Eldara would be a project anyone was interested in. And I didn't honestly think that it would go so well. So hopefully I've gotten better, and I think I have gotten to the point where I could probably go apply for that dream job in the games industry. But I realized that around my 3rd year anniversary on Twitch, maybe a little bit earlier actually, like somewhere in between 2 and 3 years, and I had finished a piece of art, and I had talked to somebody who worked at a game studio, and he said, "Hey, this piece is like you're basically there." He said, "You're not." He said, "Don't let's not mince words. You're not good, but you're good enough that there's enough potential that your ideas can show through, and a studio would like train you up. You're good enough that you show enough potential to do that. So you could probably get into the industry if you wanted to now. And that was the moment where I realized that I didn't want to anymore. That I had gotten so in deep on my own project, and I realized that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I knew it'd be harder. I knew it would be a more challenging path, and it'd be a lot more work than getting a job in the games industry. But I made that choice because you guys made it worth it. So, you know, thank you for the support. Thank you for the subs today and over the years. You know, I've had some pretty Jesus, Blink.
I know
Blink,
$10
chill.
Canadian a year is a suck pay rate, but happy anniversary.
What is, dude? You don't have to do that, Blink. God damn it! Thank you for the $29.50. I appreciate that, dude. What the hell? You don't have to do that, Blink. I'm just happy you. Okay, listen. Thank you, Blink. Thank you for all the support over the years. Thanks for being an awesome dude. Thanks for being I don't know, just generally encouraging. Thank you, dude. That's really generous of you. I appreciate that. Okay, 40 gets I know what you meant. I understood. Yeah, unfortunately 40, it all converts it into American for some reason through Streamlabs. But seriously, thank you for the 40, dude. I appreciate that. That's incredibly generous of you, Blink. That's very kind, man. Thank you. What the fuck, dude? That's a start to the day. Holy shit. Yeah, I appreciate all the support over the years. You guys have always been very encouraging, and you know, you guys have been excited about the project. And really, it's really cool because I didn't think that like anyone would give a shit about any of the stuff that I did over the last couple of years, which has been a surprise, honestly, to me more than anyone else. I think.
Party hat, happy affiliate anniversary.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Yeah, man. I like, so when I first started building Eldara, it was supposed to be because I think that it's easier to do concept art and to practice projects if it all has to do with one thing. Like, I missed that about my time, because I had some time in and around the game studios, and not like the big AAA studios I wanted to work for, but like, you know, smaller studios and whatnot, small projects. And I liked working on projects with people because I liked when everyone was working towards one goal. You know, all these artists together, all these writers, all these game designers, all these, you know, whatever, working towards one world, one story, one game, whatever it was, that it got it built out. And I thought that it was really cool. I think that's one thing that's like really kind of fun about fan art, is that you do fan art for a project, and it's like you are contextualizing your art with a billion other things. But ultimately, I think that there's a limitation on fan art because the context isn't yours. You don't own it. And that kind of sucks. And so how do you build context and meaning for your work without having to, you know, do fan art? I think creating a project is the best way to do it. So whether you're working on a game or whatever, and of course, since I play a lot of D&D, I was like, I want to build a D&D world, you know. And like, my dumb dream was always to build something that I could, you know, make multiple pieces of media for, like a D&D game, or like you know, like, well, I mean, whatever. I wanted to build Eldara, but I didn't really know what that would look like or how that would work out. And I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty pumped about how well it's gone. And I have my first adventure coming out soon, which was going to be May 1st, but is getting delayed till June 1st, and that's fine. I didn't ever make a formal official release date for it. Thank God. But right now I'm unofficially planning for June 1st for a release date for Horizon. And then from there, I don't know, depending on how well it does, if people receive the adventure well, then I could do a Kickstarter for a proper adventure, you know, a much more in-depth one later on in the year. And that's pretty cool, you know. And then one day, if that does well, then I can do a proper campaign guide for the Realms of Eldara and art book, and that'd be cool. And if that does well, then, you know, who knows, the sky's the limit. And that's cool. It's cool to like have, you know, it's very interesting that I have a lot of friends that are in the industry. Well, friends is a loose term. I have a lot of acquaintances in the games industry, people that I know, people that used to go to school with or whatever, and a lot of them always tell me I'm living the dream. You know, it's so funny. It's like a principal artist at Riot making $150,000 a year looks at me and my little Twitch stream and says I'm living the dream. You know, my former friend who worked at, my friend who formerly worked at Twitch or Blizzard, now works at Twitch and does other stuff, says that I'm living the dream. It's so weird, you know, to hear that from people that I look up to and respect. But I guess they all see my project and what I'm doing and think like, man,
would you look at
the
that?
freedom, right?
38 months of awesomeness, Ivan Blhart.
Dude, what's up, Bylong? Thank you for the tier 2 for 38 months. Thank you, Bylong. I appreciate that. Cheers, bro. Thanks for sticking with me all this time. I'm also obvious that you have something that you're able to pour your heart into and see grow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Even if it's not big, even if it's not the biggest project in the world or whatever, it is fun because it's mine, you know, and it matters to me. And I am expanding out more. Like, I used to think that I had to basically get successful in whatever and be the big artist I wanted to be based on my own project. I could never do any fan art or anything else, right? And I kind of changed my stance on that because I always wanted to. I always liked doing fan art, but I always felt like I had to prove myself first and become, you know, I had to build Ildara first. And I kind of done that. And so, like, I actually made a TikTok yesterday, which did very well for my size on TikTok. A couple thousand views, a couple hundred likes or whatever. And it was for a piece that I did over the weekend of Shadowheart, which is funny. I'm going to do the Baldur's Gate 3 cast as Paladins because it's the best. Because it's the best class, and everyone should reroll all their party to Paladins. So, money's nice, but oh boy, do corporate jobs kill you fast. Yeah, and like I made that choice kind of, Cobalt, because before I was streaming, I was working as a graphic designer. And I did graphic design because I graduated from school. I usually go into a little bit of a history lesson and stuff, you know, for people on my affiliate anniversary. So I talk a lot about it and we chat about it you know, allow me to indulge a little bit today and go through the past a bit before we start getting into stuff. I was working as a graphic designer for a long time because when I graduated from school, I graduated from a very intense program that was, it starts off as both graphic design and illustration, and then in third year in second year you specialize a little bit, so you take one class or whatever over the other kind of thing, but you're still getting a pretty even education. And then in third year you basically choose design or illustration, and you have like one class of the other thing. And then in your fourth year you specialize in design or illustration, but specifically in one field. So in illustration you can either go into like character design, which is basically concept art, or illustration, which is like corporate whatever, you know, illustration. And then the other category for design, I don't know what the graphic designers did. So I had a very high level graphic design education, even though it wasn't my path that I went through. But what I found when I graduated is that it was very easy to get graphic design jobs, that I was pretty good at it, and I didn't have to put a lot of time into it, and I liked it, and it was safe. I had the chance when I graduated to go for an internship for a video game company and start my video game career. And that would have been me flying out to Vancouver. And so I was born and raised in Calgary, and I went to school in Calgary. So it'd be me flying out to a different city. The problem is that when I was 17 years old, I started dating this wonderful girl named Ella Blackwood. And so she was my girlfriend all through school, and I didn't want to like leave and be like, hey, I know you're still finishing school and stuff. I guess I'm going to Vancouver for 2 or 3 years and to wait for you to finish school and then you can come join me. Like, it just felt weird to spend my, you know, some of the best years of my life, my early 20s, in a different city from my girlfriend who I was planning, you know, since the very first day we started dating to get married. You know, Ella and I were friends, we're best friends when we were teenagers. So it's not like when we started dating there was something casual. It was like when we started dating, we basically looked at each other and we're like, so we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna like get married and shit and like spend our entire lives. Yeah, okay, cool, neat. So I didn't really want to go for that job, but I recognized that there was really no other path into the games industry without that internship route into a studio that you can get trained up in and work on projects. And I was worried that it would prevent me from going where I wanted to and stop me from doing that. And it did really, actually. It killed that dream. But I don't regret it. I did for a long time though. I felt like I'd failed. I felt like I'd really failed. Like failure had basically contextualized my entire career. You know, I'd see my friends a couple years out of school and they're working at they've gone through their bullshit jobs at like, you know, mobile game companies, and now they're moving into AAA studios and doing cool things, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, BioWare, Mass Effect, whatever. And I'm sitting there, you know, in Calgary doing graphic design for companies and shit, and working at the game store too, because I didn't have enough hours as a graphic designer full time, you know, and then I was supposed to work at the game store as well. And then I quit the game store and did basically exclusively graphic design for a couple years. And that cobalt killed me. That really killed me, because it's like you go to school hoping that you can be an artist or whatever, and you're sitting here doing like typesetting layouts for presentations for lumber companies and oil companies that want to like basically lie to investors to seem like they're doing something or whatever, and they need you to like help present their whatever to their investors in a way that makes them think that they're doing something different so they get more money. Like it was like good money, and I could probably be making a lot of money right now if I kept going on that from whatever. But I was really unhappy. I was really unhappy, and it was killing me. It was killing me, and I felt like it would kill me if I stayed in there. So I get it, man. Yeah, the corporate jobs or whatever, it's tough, right? Because it's also one of those things that people say, you know, as the quote goes, money isn't everything, but not having it is. Right? So it's like, oh man, I hate my corporate job. It's like, ah, shit, dude, that sucks. Do you have enough money to eat? It's like, oh yeah, I do. Okay, well, that's pretty good then, you know? And so it's tough. It's tough. No one really knows the right way of doing it. But I thought when I was in my late 20s, and I was very unhappy. I was very unhappy in my late 20s. I thought to myself, look, I owe it to myself to give it one more shot, to try and be an artist, try and get in the games industry in the hard route. Now I'm older, which is less appealing and whatever, but I got connections at Blizzard, and I got this and that and whatever, and okay, maybe I could do it. And so I thought, all right, right before I turned 30, which is why I have a 4-year anniversary, and I just had my birthday. Right before I turned 30, I said, I am going to give this one more shot. I'm not going to turn 30 not trying. So I got out of my depression, climbed out of that deep hole, and forced myself to start making art again, poorly. And I made some bad art, man. I still make some bad art, but I made some real bad art in those early days. I made bad art worse than a 19-year-old should at art school, really, I think. And I was 29, bro. I was 10 years behind. I felt that. But I decided to start streaming, and it was gonna be the road of me getting better as an artist. And hopefully people will come along the way, you know, and hang out and try and get better with me and have fun, and like, you know, maybe I make some friends on Twitch. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I meet some people that want to talk about D&D with me. That'd be pretty cool, you know. And so I tried it. I started live streaming before, and my friends pushed me to take it a lot more seriously than I was, which was great, and I needed that push. It probably saved me a lot of time, which is fun. And on my first day, that you need to stream so many days and have so many followers and so many whatevers to get affiliated. So I'd stream for like half an hour or like an hour to Dashto and Ella, or like an hour or two here or there to, you know, my friend Caitlin and Ella and whatever. And I did those through April, so I don't really consider those to be the kind of the start of my streaming career. The first day that I said, okay, I'm gonna try really hard. Like I'm gonna try really hard to maybe one day earn affiliate, because that's back when I thought that earning affiliate was hard. And maybe it is. I shouldn't speak so lightly of it. I think earning affiliate is an achievement, because there's a lot of people who you see on Twitter like finally got affiliated after 2 years, and it's like, oh Jesus, you know. But for me, it wasn't. It isn't that. It seemed like a big deal to earn affiliate on Twitch. So you finally have a sub button. You could you're a real streamer at that point in time. Little did I know. But that was May 1st. May 1st, I was like, you know what? I've got my hours in. I'm gonna try really hard, guys. I just need 50 followers, and then I can get affiliated. And my friends showed up. My friend Jackie, one of my players, she actually sent out a Slack message at Blizzard to all of her like colleagues at Blizzard, basically saying, hey, my dungeon master is streaming on Twitch, and he wants to take it seriously. If you guys don't mind, go give him a follow so he can get affiliated. And so I had tons of people, you know, from Blizzard come and follow me, you know. Like I had that's how I met Tormented by Gnomes, who runs casters and castles. There's I met that on that day. Driftwood Ash followed me, and if you guys know who that is, she's a producer on Critical Role, but she was a producer on Overwatch League who worked for Jackie. So that was pretty cool. And I knew who she was before that as well, because I was an Overwatch League enjoyer. And so I had a lot of these people that I knew, like through esports and through Blizzard, like following me on Twitch, and I was like amazed by it. I was like, holy shit. And that all day also, I seemed like a bigger streamer than I was. So that's the day that I got raided by Mendari, and I first met my dear friend Faye. And that evening, I put in my affiliate application because I hit 50 followers, which was crazy. And I got affiliated that night. And my friends threw this party in my chat basically when I wasn't live. They threw this party in my chat when I wasn't live, and gifted me like 20 subs or something crazy, and cheered like 2,000 bits. I was like, oh my god, guys, this is crazy. And it was so nice of them. And that's really when I started. So that's why I always say that my streaming anniversary is my affiliate anniversary, because that was the first real day that I took streaming seriously. It's the first day that I had a camera, you know, was my first affiliate whatever stream. So yeah, that's why I consider it my 4-year. But that was a long time ago, man. Though weirdly, it doesn't seem that long ago. Weirdly, it doesn't seem like I've been doing this for that long. You know, I'm in like a pattern and a rhythm with streaming and stuff. It's part of my life and it's a habit and whatever. But it doesn't feel like I've been doing it that long. I feel like I'm still fairly new to it. So it's very strange. It's a very strange feeling. But the first project I worked on, maybe we'll try and find it today. The first project I worked on that day was I was drawing concept art for what would become the Shattered Sea, and that was cool because you know, I was doing what I wanted. I was doing concept art poorly, and so I think I'm gonna do some of that today. Actually, we're gonna do some comparison, see how far I've come from then, and maybe I can try and find those original pieces, and we can do a revision to those. You know, because that's always what my stream was about, is building Eldara, getting better as an artist, and hopefully people who you know, want to come along the way also think it's cool. So as always, thank you guys for the support over the years. Thank you for being there for, you know, as long as you have been, for being a part of the guild. And yeah, man, I wouldn't be able to do this without support and generosity and whatever. And a lot's happened since then, man. I've really built out a lot of stuff that I doesn't feel like a lot, though. It doesn't feel like a lot, you know. I know that there's a lot of stuff that I built out for Eldara. It doesn't feel like a lot simply because there's no game yet. And that's when I realized late last year that I needed to take the adventure a lot more seriously and get it out this year in 2024, because then it's real. Then you can walk into Eldara, you can step into it, and you can you know, create a character or whatever, which I'll be talking more about Eldara and about the adventure and the World Anvil thing on Saturday. I think Saturday I'm doing a thing on World Anvil stream. Let me just make sure when that fucking stream is. Make sure the time is. What time is it? It is going to be at 11 a.m. my time. So it would be in about a half hour on Saturday. So yeah, Saturday, World Anvil. I'm gonna be on the World Anvil channel doing World Anvil things. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna be talking about stuff. I don't know who's gonna be there. I have no idea who's gonna be there, but I was invited to talk about some shit, and no idea. But it's gonna be dope.
Is there a 47-month badge?
No, Jason, there's not a 47-month badge. There is a 48-month badge, but holy shit.
What are we doing today?
What the fuck? Senex, we're talking about the history of EBA at this point before we start our project, because today's the 4-month anniversary, or 4-year anniversary, Senex. Thank you for 100 bits. And thank you, Jason, for the 47 months for being there since basically the beginning. Holy shit, dude. Thank you for the support, bro. Yeah, there'll be a 4-year badge for 48 months. So, Jesus, that's a long time, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fuck. Lots happened since then. But yeah, the adventure is the thing that I'm most focused on right now, so that I can get people into the world. So I'm tentatively sort of lightly announcing that the release date of the adventure in its like testable whatever form, with mostly all the assets and whatnot done, is going to be June 1st. So June 1st, gonna be a big day. It's gonna be the release day. We'll do a release party. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope people like it. I hope people like it. You know, it'll be the like, because I'll have to iterate a bit. I'll get some feedback on it. The whole episode 0 is like a beta project to see how to write an adventure and see what people want in it. So I guess it's like a release for the first playable version. I don't really know. Like, it's not like it's gonna go to print or anything. So I don't know about like doing a formal release thingy, but basically it'll be playable and up for people to try it on June 1st. Ideally, unless some shit happens this month. But this month is also very like I'm going into a different mode for the starting today. May through August is always like a big progression sort of time for me. I recognize in the ebb and flow of me, and I'm excited, even though it is. Oh, it's literally snowing outside. It is literally blizzarding outside. What the fuck? Fuck you, Canada. Whatever. You know, that's when I really I do a lot better with my health in the summer months. Mentally, I do better in the summer months. So I'm going to be working a lot harder and going into basically the whatever intense work grind mode that I'm happiest in. Starting today, which I woke up early and didn't go to the gym, but I went for a big long walk, and we're going to be doing another summer fitness challenge. It's not going to be a full summer long this time. It's going to be for 1 month, and I think we're going to do it through July, but it is going to be a similar walking challenge through July. And I'm doing an informal one, like on my own through all 4 months. So I know some people wanted to do the walking challenge last year, but it was like a 2 or 3 month long thing, and that's a long time to be like doing a thing, right? Like, but people kind of fell off and didn't really give a shit about it by the end, and that's totally fine. People were really excited about it for the first month, and then a lot more people were excited about it for the first month than I had anticipated. But after that, it kind of fell off, and I understand. Like, that just happens with people. You can't hold a 3 month long event and really expect anybody to be there for it. So we'll do a single month challenge this year, but mine is a 4 month long challenge. So, I lost about 80 pounds over the last 2 years, and I'm going to try and lose the rest of it this summer and get real strong and big and impressive and shit. So we'll try and do that this summer. And it's going to kind of culminate in me going to Maui in September. So it's kind of a 5 month challenge, I guess you could say. But regardless, I do very well from in work and whatever from May through till November. November is kind of tough for me because I'm somebody that gets really down when it gets dark. Like I have a very difficult time getting up and being energetic in the morning when it's dark out. I wake up well to the sun. I do super well when I wake up with the sun. Don't do super well when I wake up in the dark. And so going to the gym and stuff all winter has been tough, but whatever. And then my mood's just generally lower in the winter by quite a bit, but I get supercharged in the sun. It's crazy. So yeah, so the summer's gonna be really big for me, and then and then it doesn't really winter, December kicks in, then it's Christmas, you kind of relax, and then January, February, March in Canada are miserable. It's just miserable, dark and cold and snowy. And even into May, like it should be nice out right now, but it's actually just fucking snowing. And we had a lot of snow yesterday and the day before, and we're gonna have a lot of snow today and tomorrow and whatever. So I don't get spring yet, but I do best when it's hot out, when there's a lot of sunshine, when the days are long, and when everything is green. My like overall mood and energy is so picked up, which makes me really think I should move the fuck away from Canada, because let's face it, we have like June is a spring, May is kind of a spring month, but really June, and then we have July and August, and then September is like kind of cool, and then October is like, ooh, it's a quaint fall month, everything's spooky, and like, okay, cool. And then by November, it's just fucking winter. So I should really move, but but alas. So I do really well in the summer, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff starting today. It's kind of today's really a start of a season for me. But I don't like to make a big deal of it, because I feel like people like to make big announcements about how, like, guys, I'm going on my big weight loss journey, or I'm going on my grind thing, or I'm doing my whatever, and I always think that it's best to kind of like show it, don't tell it, but I am sort of talking about it because we're talking about the challenges and stuff. So what's up, Sky? Good to see you. So I broke my toe yesterday and I can't really walk much for a bit. That's okay. The official challenge will start probably in July. We'll probably do July. I think it will be the month of the summer journey to the Ruin Festival. I think that's when we'll do it. What's up, Atari? Missing stream today because of business. That sucks, bro. Imagine having to do work during the day on a Wednesday. What a shame. I got a strong, big heart. It's what matters, Evan. Thank you, Lara. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I need to get a strong, a big strong body as well, because, you know, I want my quality of life to be better. And losing 80 pounds, it's amazing how much your quality of life improves. It's amazing, bro. And I want to lose the rest of it. I want to see what it's like to be a proper lean, healthy body weight, and, you know, for the first time in my life, and see what that's like. So we'll try and get there. It's gonna be good. You know, I'm gonna be walking a lot, going uphill. My main strategy this year for how I'm going to lose the rest of the weight that I lost the first time is I'm gonna go back to the basics. What I did is obviously gym, weight training, very important. Obviously eating in a calorie deficit and eating proper macros, very important. But the thing that I did that I think that I credited the most to my like health and fitness, whatever journey goal, weight loss was rucking. I put a lot of weight in a backpack and then I walked a lot. Like I would put like 60 to 80 pounds in a big, you know, big hiking backpack of like water bottles and literally weights. And I looked like an idiot walking around. Well, no, there's a lot of like hikers and stuff around my area because I live in the fucking mountains. But you know, there's a lot of trails and whatnot around where I live, so I wasn't too out of place. But I would walk through the neighborhoods as well, and I would just have this big camp or hiking backpack on, and people always look at me like I'm a fucking idiot because I looked like an idiot. But I would put like a ton of weight on my back, and then I would just walk like 10 kilometers in a day, and I would do that shit all summer long. I preferred it when it was really hot out because then your heart rate gets going and you start sweating and shit. So that's my goal this year. I'm gonna be trying to I'm gonna try and walk. I had like a list of things that written down of what my plan was gonna be for my daily routine, and part of that is walking about 10 kilometers every single day. So we'll see if it works out. I don't care. Fuck you, Snow. I'm going out after stream. During that summer that I lost all that weight, every day after stream I went out for a half hour to 2 hour walk, and I don't care. I'm going out for a walk after stream today. I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's blizzarding. I don't care. Fuck you, Canada. I'm mad. I should move. Canada's bad for your health, seems. Even in Virginia, I'm sad after living in Miami. Yeah, I mean, like, I do like living somewhere where there's no like rideable rodents or pet spiders. I like living here. We don't have any rats in Canada. In Alberta. We don't have cockroaches. We don't have spiders bigger than a quarter. We don't have any of that stuff. We get the occasional tornado. It's like, you know, that's fine. It spices it up. No earthquakes, whatever. It's kind of nice, but just the whole, like, you know, it sounds so dumb, but whenever I'm somewhere warm, I feel like I'm like alive, you know. And then I come back to Canada, and then I feel like I'm alive for the summer, and then, you know, January hits, and I feel like I'm just dead for, you know, 5 months until the end of May or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer for me, and a lot of work, a lot of progress, hopefully towards goals and things like that, and then a lot of health focused stuff. And yeah, I'm kind of like I feel a lot better too, because I feel like I should also mention that the last couple of years were very hard for various reasons. You know, I don't want to make a big deal of it, and I never do, but I mean, you guys know Ella was really sick for a while and still is not all the way there. And I've been having some problems and whatnot, and it's just been rough. It's been a tough couple of years, but I always feel like the summer for me and the start, like my stream anniversary, is kind of like a launch into the best part of the year for me. So I'm always very excited at this point in time. So thank you guys for supporting me over the last couple of years. I hope that I can earn at least your confidence and willingness to try the game out when it releases, and you guys get a chance to go into the realms of Eldara and make your own character. That's going to be the thing I'm most excited for, is to see what people choose to do, where people choose to be from, what people choose to choose, you know, because I'm going to have, ideally with the adventure when it releases, I want to have, hold on, let's make a list for this, because I want to make a list of what I want to have for the adventure ready and what kind of cool things maybe we should expect. Also, I made this picture of Shadowheart as a paladin yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before. So that's cool. I don't know if y'all saw this shit on TikTok. I am going to be posting on TikTok again. I'm doing it. I'm going to try and post a couple times a week and do a little speed sketch or something on TikTok. And I'm doing it. I don't care what people say. I'm doing it. So I did that. I should post on Twitter actually as well. I should post this on Twitter too. I forgot. I forgot to do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's Baldur's Gate 3 fan art. I don't care, man. Let's see. So I sketched Shadow Heart as a paladin of Saloon because what do we do? Hashtag Baldur's Gate 3 fan art. Hashtag Baldur's Gate 3. Hashtag Shadow Heart. Yeah, good enough. Yeah. Good enough. Okay, and I should post the video too that I posted on TikTok for it as well. I'll post it later in the day probably. But yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little sketch that I did. I'm gonna do the entire cast as paladins because paladins are the best. So I'm gonna like line them up all together. So I think next I'm gonna do either Gale or Lae'zel. I said Gazel. Lae'zel or Gale as a paladin next, and it's all gonna culminate to the final paladin. I'm gonna do the entire cast as a paladin. The final paladin, after I've done Jaheira, Karlach, all of them, the final paladin is gonna be Withers. That's right, Paladin Withers. At the end of the whole thing, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what people say. All right. Stop it, Fishy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hi. Yes. Yes, Fishy. What's up? Gazel, she's trying. Yeah, Twitter, don't go on TikTok or Insta. Too lazy. That's fair. I mean, yeah, I try not to use TikTok too much. I like it, but in small quantities. Like, I try and limit my TikTok time to like 20 minutes a day in general scrolling, because scrolling is bad for me. I recognize it. I am the kind of person that gets sucked into things. I will scroll for 4 hours if you let me. I will. I can't spend channel points for an ad, but please, for what? For what? For the Blackwood Dice sponsor segment? Is that what it is? Is today's stream sponsored by Blackwood Dice? Is that, I know exactly what? I do know exactly what. Ella has done a shop update. Look at it. Ella's done a shop update for her Blackwood Dice .com. She did a whole shop update with brand new sets and new cool things. And also, check this shit out, man. She started doing some specialty. Jesus, help! Someone help! Specialty sets. There you go. So this is one of her specialty sets. Her hand-painted cherry blossoms. Look at them. Look at how pretty they are. Dude, this took her so much time. This took her so much fucking time. It's not even funny. Like, I was so impressed. She made a couple before her market, and she sold all of them at the market and made a bunch more then because they did so well. She also made some dice as per requested on social media for Hell's Greatest Dad handmade dice. And apparently if you know, you know. And if you don't know, then don't worry about it. But this is a very specific reference to, I guess some people recognize this duck. I don't know. Listen, I am not personally a has-been enjoyer. All right? I'm not a musical fan, but I respect the craft. I respect the community. And yeah, man. Are those ducks on the Etsy page? Yes, so she has an Etsy store as well. You can go through the Etsy store if you want. She made an Etsy page because apparently it's great for discoverability. A lot of her dice maker friends were saying, hey, make an Etsy page and then, you know, people will check out your regular store. Because Etsy is a problem because it charges a lot for fees and stuff. But you just list the same dice for more expensive on the Etsy page, so it accommodates the fees more or less. So she has an Etsy page now. If you guys want to check that out, that'd be cool. But also through her actual official store, she has all the same sets and they're all linked and whatnot on there. So yes, if you want yourself a Lucifer duck set or whatever. I don't know if she has any geodes on here. I think she's still making them, but yeah, they're pretty dope and I'm really proud of her because these are amazing. She also has her Warhammer sized dice. Ooh. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. This cherry blossom set in this color is my favorite one. The purple with the cherry blossoms painted on it. Ella, your store is lagging. There's too much traffic to your page. What are you doing? If you're thinking about making a full chonk set, that would be huge. You're currently only making geodes for commissions. Like, oh, okay. Right, you had a whole bunch of geode commissions, so there's that. But yeah, man. Blackwood Dice, the official dice of Evan Blair Art, and the official dice of the Eldara D&D game Path of the Lumari, starring Galaxy Goldfish, who I think Ella's sending the dice and maps and stuff I made for her and whatever. I think she already did, actually. I'm not sure if Ella already mailed the package to Fishy or not, or if I still need to talk to Fishy. I'm not sure if she talked to Fishy about where to mail it, or if I need to talk to Fishy, but it's packed up, basically. So, yeah, Fishy's going to get her own set of Realms of Eldara dice, and it'll be the official dice of the Realms of Eldara or some shit. I don't know, man. How do you float the inner core clear part? It's a blank that you make. So she has to cast the dice twice, Fishy. She has one entire mold that she casts the dice and makes the dice and whatever that's smaller, and then she has to do it all over again and cast in a large one. So that's why these are so... Wouldn't it sink to the bottom? No, it doesn't, actually. I don't know why it doesn't, but I think it's because the resin's the same weight. And what happens is when you pressurize everything, it like fully... I'm pretty sure it has to do with resin being the same density, because it's resin and resin. And then also when you pressurize it, it like just like sucks it into the middle of the dice or whatever. But it has to do definitely with the pressurization, because she puts her dice, she has to put her dice in a pressure chamber for hours, like overnight kind of thing. I think it's like 12 or 16 hours she has to pressurize her dice for to get all the air bubbles and to make sure everything's like even and whatnot. But yes, Ella, your Shopify is not giving you the bandwidth you need today. I guess there's too much traffic, but oh, there it is. Hey, it finally loaded. Look at him. Look at how pretty it is. Look at it. Wait. We're still waiting. Okay, there you go. Look at it, man. Look at the little painted cherry blossoms on there. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. I like it. It's neat. It's pretty. Ella did a good job, and I'm proud of her, and she's amazing. So there's that too. The inserts are just slightly smaller than the full dice, so it's centered. Right. Microtransactions for additional Blackwood dice on any roll is core game mechanic in Eldara, right? I think, listen, I think that if you play, I need to put somewhere that somewhere in there, Jason, that if you use Blackwood dice in your Realms of Eldara game, you just automatically get to reroll like something once a day or whatever. There needs to be some microtransaction in there. You know, there needs to be some form of corporate EA battle pass microtransaction that has to do with Blackwood dice. I'm not sure what it would look like, but it's going to be in there. I don't know how, but don't worry. If there's one thing you can count on me, it's helping you microtransact your players. You know, I'm going to do actually for the Realms of Eldara adventure, like when I actually publish the full adventure, I'm going to have a section in there for monetization, for how to monetize your players. So in Eldara, you can get something called like coins of fate, and you can buy a coin of fate, or you can use a coin of fate from, or to re-roll one die roll in your game. And you can obtain coins of fate by buying them in the in-game shop for gems. So that's like, so the user DM can monetize your players and turn your players into payers as it goes. Kitty, holy shit, thank you for that, Kitty. I think it was 39 months. Smile. What the fuck? Thank you, Kitty. What's going on? How you doing? What's up? That's a long time, man. That's a long time. That is a long time. I didn't think that anyone would ever have subbed that long in my chat, Kitty. I didn't think I'd be streaming in 4 years. I don't know what to do. I'm emotional. This is a whole event for me. So, thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. How you doing? What's up? How's your games been? Is there a thank you for 100 bits as well?
Love
I appreciate that.
Love underscore.
That's not the Alundus core.
Love underscore. Love underscore.
That's not the Alundus core. That's It's the wrong core. God damn it. Okay, thank you, Azura. I appreciate that. How you doing, Azura? What's good? Thank you, 100 bits. Players to payers is living the dream. Exactly. It's gonna be like you know, there was that presentation years ago on YouTube for video games. Let's go whaling. Is that what it's called? Yeah, there it is. Let's go whaling. Tricks for monetizing mobile game players with free to play.
The Elundis core. The Elundis core. The Elundis core. The Elundis core. The Elundis core.
Correct. Correct. Thank you, Daria. Thanks to 100 bits. What's up, bro? Yeah. There it is, man. You can turn your players into payers. You know? Like, listen to this shit, man. This guy knows what's up. Hey, check it out.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here to talk about monetization.
Yeah.
Let's go whaling. It is about a
Let's go whaling.
summary of a huge bunch of behavioral psychology. So the tricks on how to monetize a game well. Some of you will probably
You hear that? The tricks to monetizing a game well. Let's go whaling, guys. Who wants to find some whales for your D&D game? All right. Microtransactions, everything. Man, you could base your entire D&D career around this. That's what I'm gonna do for Eldara, so don't worry about it.
Monetize. Woo. Remember
Yes.
when you did the speech like this?
I did.
With all the crumbs in the audience?
I did. That
Good
was
times.
a long time ago. I'm gonna save that for EldaraCon this summer this
It
year.
never gives me the option
So-
to announce my sub. I can't tell how many months I've been subbed.
Really? The fuck? Thank you, 100 bits, Kitty. Thank you, Azura. Wait. Does it? Hold on. You've been subbed for 9 months, Azura. 9 whole months. Why doesn't it give you an option to? Wait, what? It's so weird. What's up, Ashley? Thank you. I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you for that. Good afternoon, Amon. Maybe there should be a lucky Eldara dice with an extra 20 where the 1 should be. I think I should do something like that. There needs to be some sort of like microtransactable like dice or whatever. You know, it's like some like $400 dice set that's called like a premium battle pass whatever dice where you can buy it and it's got like 2 20s on it. I think that's probably the responsible thing to do. You know, to allow and you have to subscribe though. In order to unlock the bonuses of those dice, you have to have an active subscription to the Eldara Battle Pass. The goal is to just make so many bullshit microtransaction memes that at some point somebody on Reddit tries to cancel me for turning D&D into a mobile game. Like that's I want someone to not get the joke and unironically try and cancel me on Reddit. That's what I want. That's my dream, is for somebody to take it seriously. And I can't, you know, like I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna keep making memes and jokes about it and shit, and I'll put it in text or whatever in the book. So that somebody tries to cancel me on Reddit. That's when you know you've really made it as a streamer, I think. And I need to get there.
I was thinking
right?
about the Astral Smith subclass
Yes.
thing, and do you think it would work better as a subclass of the Sage, the Knight, or just the Artificer?
So either I'm gonna make it a subclass of the Sage, or Azura, I'm going to make it its own standalone class. I'm not going to make an important lore class a subclass of a D&D class, because ultimately I need to separate Eldara from D&D, and I can't link it too hard, or else it's going to be more messy when I pull them apart later, right? And so I need Eldara to fit really nicely into D&D, but I need to be able to peel it off really easily and it still be this whole like connected thing. So I don't ever want to lock anything behind there. One thing that I am going to be doing is creating a subclass that is an astral themed subclass for each D&D class that exists right now currently, but those are going to be made with an understanding that I kind of can't take them with me. So the Smith is an important lore class. It needs to be a standalone thing.
Standalone PLZZZZ.
Yeah, I will. Listen, that's what I said. It's going to be a standalone. I'm going to make it just like the Knight and the Sage. There was a lot of criticism when I first started making the Knight and the Sage that they should just be a subclass of a fighter and a source, or a fighter and a wizard, and I shouldn't make them as a full standalone class, and what's the point, and why bother, and this and that, and oh harumph. And there was a lot of like really like grumpy D&D players that like tried to be like, you know, tried to sound really intelligent about and they're very satisfied with themselves talking about how it's responsible to make a subclass and not try and make people learn new classes and blah 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 blah. And like the first thing you need to do when you make a class is ask yourself the question, why is this not a subclass, and could this be a subclass for an existing class? And I think that's one of the most stupid things I've ever heard as advice given in world or in game design and homebrew. Like I can't wrap my mind around how dumb I think that is. But that's fine. Some people like to do that, and you know, go for it. Like fucking make a subclass for your cool class and fit it in there. But the problem is for me, when you try and jam a sage or a knight into an existing class template, it just you lose some part of the flavor and flair. And so that's why I didn't. But if you want to, you can. I just resent the idea that you have to do it that way, you know, or else you're not, you know, real homebrew writer or whatever. So. You should be paid. Yeah, you should be a paid DM. I think, Ed. I should be paid DM. I should start charging my players. Suggestion Shark Tank, but new class idea. Maybe you make a questionnaire or something for us to pitch classes for Eldara. That would be sick. That would be actually really cool. I don't know if anyone would have good class ideas though for Eldara, right? Because it'd be like, hey, can this be like a vampire princess class where I just get to be pretty vampire princess? And I'm like, damn it, Guapo, go play Vampire the Masquerade. Don't try and bring that shit to my D&D game.
Yeah, if we think
you
like
know?
that, then we end up with 1E where all the classes are subclasses.
Yeah, and there's things like, I mean, so take the fighter, you'd have to strip the entirety of, like, you'd be replacing so much stuff that why not just write it as rules to begin with? Like, instead of getting your weapon specializations, you get an Astral Steel Longsword. Instead of getting these forms and whatever, maneuvers or this or that or whatever thing, you get spells and blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't know, man. Kind of lame in my opinion, but you know, if you want to do it like that, there's a reasonable pathway towards it. It's easier to balance, easier to write for sure, but for me it's just not as fun. So I embarrass myself like that. Me too, unfortunately, Brian. Me too. We'd be in the same pool, I think. Did you know one of the devs for D&D said if he could go back, he would actually remove classes from the game and make them more than subclasses? Oh really? That's an unfortunate take, I think, but you know, sure, whatever. Please don't, bro. No, Fishy, it's fine. I'll become a paid for DM, and I'm gonna run a D&D game. All right, it's gonna be twice a month, and each seat at the table is going to be $100. It'll be $50 per game per person, and I'm gonna have 8 players. So that's what, $800 to run 2 D&D games a month. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I don't have to do commissions for that month. I just run D&D for Cobalt and Thorkin, who are going to buy 4 seats each and multi-box. It's going to be degenerate. Really, you think it's going to be 8 people at the table? It's not. It's going to be Cobalt and Thorkin. And they're going to each buy 4 seats at the table and just multi-box like it's World of Warcraft in 2016. So, I don't tell you, Fish. Your game will be free. But, or I'll just hold your game hostage. Some terrible shit like that. It's a good question pitched poorly. What makes a class instead of a subclass is what makes your melee bonus kit or bonk stick class unique alongside fighters and barbarians. Yeah, I think that's an interesting question to ask. You know, I think it's an interesting idea to ask of like what makes your thing unique. But the problem is, actually, I sort of disagree that needs to be a very like that you need to have a very in-depth answer for it. You know, like if I say you're making a new class, what makes your class unique from fighters and barbarians as melee bonk stick? And they're like, well, it's a different flavor. I'd be like, sure, good enough for me, bro. Good enough for me. All right, so hold on. So what are we doing for the adventure? I need to have we need to have like a release thingy for it. So for Horizon, when it comes out, here's what I want to have, and I don't necessarily need to have all of this for June 1st, but Horizon release content. This is what I need to release for it eventually, so we'll figure out how much we need to release for it at the time of. So,
Cleric, Fighting Man and Magic User, the OG trio FRFR, they kinda slayed. I fear they are the base, they are the original, they are the mothers
that's
of
the only
house.
classes you'd have, though? I mean, probably a good way of doing it. I don't know. It's reasonable, at least. And people use the question incorrectly. Good question used poorly. Screwdriver on a nail. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But it's one of those things, Ashley, that I dislike about the internet, where somebody says it once and they seem really smart when they say it. So then like 100 people also say it in an improper context, so they can also seem smart. You know? And then you're like, you don't know why you're asking this question, do you? You're just asking this question because somebody smart asked the question about a different context. And so now, like, you know, it's funny. Okay, so I need the actual or the adventure. So the adventure itself is gonna be released. We're also gonna have, for the adventure, we're gonna release 3 maps. Ideally 3, might be 2. 3 maps, 12 to 20 tokens, 5 magic items, and what else? So the adventure, hold on, what else do I do for it? And 10 to 15 sketches. So stuff to contextualize where you are. A sketch of horizon, a sketch of a character, a sketch of a monster, that kind of stuff. So that's all going to release in the adventure. So the adventure itself, which is going to be the mainline story plus 3 so it's going to be main story plus 3 side quests, 3 maps for it. Do I need 6 maps? Ooh, wait, do I need 6 maps? 1 for each side quest? Okay, we'll do this. We'll do between 2 to 6 maps. So we might have 1 for each side quest, we might not. Tokens, magic items, sketches. Cool. Then we also want to release with it the Astral Sage class. So the Sage class needs to come with it. We need to do 3 backgrounds. Let's try and not do every single race we need to, but let's just say 8 races. And what else was there? Oh, right. So with part of that, for the main thing, is going to be the World Anvil wiki for Horizon, and then the World Anvil wiki for the Shattered Sea. So this composes the core adventure. So this is all what I'm planning on trying to have ready. Most of this ready for June 1st, but to be playable, we just need the adventure and maybe the wikis. We don't need any of the sketches, magic items, tokens, or maps for the adventure to be playable, but I would like to release these with it for the first release. When this is all done, this entire thing, at least this component, then I'm going to be doing a special release with it where I'm going to do a limited edition printed physical version of it for the people who want it. And there's about 5 people who said that they want a potentially expensive to print but very cool collector's edition in a cool little box or whatever, or some shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe it'll be an envelope and that's it. But yeah, paladins, we need more paladins. Well, I'm gonna draw the entire Baldur's Gate 3 cast as paladins, so there's that. The question gets a million upvotes. Oh yeah, context is irrelevant on the internet, only like counts. True. If your question or idea does not get updates, you as a person, as a human being, are invalid. For that is what the internet is. Bigger number, better person. I'm a better person than I was yesterday because I have a bigger number on TikTok. So there's that, I guess. Whether that's good or not remains to be seen. But anyway, so Horizon Adventure, main story, plus 3 side quests. I gotta ask Atari for a more in-depth review on what he thought the writing was like, because I released to him one of the full complete side quests, and I don't know how many words it was, because I'm worried that it's too long. The side quest itself was, let's see, Horizon Adventure side quest. Okay. The side quest was, word count was only 1,600 words. So a couple pages. So maybe I'll make this as a PDF and get some feedback on what you guys think of this for like writing style for adventures, because I'm not reading any other adventures to see how they do it first. I was going to, but I actually was convinced against it by Thorkin. Thorkin mentioned something in chat fairly innocently one day where I was sort of lamenting that I need to read through adventures and figure out how to write an adventure and whatever, you know? And he actually kind of changed my mind on that.
That head too cute is incorrect. The original box sets only had those 3 until the Greyhawk box set, when they added Paladin as
Really?
a subclass of fighter, and Thief as an official 4th main class, and then Blackmore where they added Assassin and Monk, and finally Eldritch Wizardry where they added Druid. And yes, I looked this up just to put you on blast. Love you, bestie.
In TTS. Oh my god, thank you, Azure, for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. That's interesting. I don't know much about first or second ed. Really, I'm not one of those boomers that thinks that my opinion is more valid because I know more about second ed or first ed or whatever. So I don't really played it that much. I played a little bit of second ed, but I learned in third ed in 3.5. So that's news to me, man. I don't remember how they did all the classes and shit for that. So that's cool. But yeah, so Thorkin changed my mind on it because he basically said you should write your first adventure in the way that makes sense to you, because what you risk is you risk losing like a little bit of accepted quality or whatever. Like, I don't know how to like stay. You risk not hitting an industry standard. People are like, oh, I expect adventures to have this kind of table or that kind of that or whatever in my adventures. So I risk the adventure not being as good and missing something out on something like that. But what I risk by reading adventures and writing an adventure based on that is I risk copying it in some way and being influenced by it and not doing something original, which is a problem. And so Thorkin said, it's your first adventure, just write it how you would write it and fuck it. Like, if it's not exactly formatted the way people expect, or it doesn't have this or that information, or it's too handholdy or not handholdy enough, whatever, man, like, just see if people like it, you know? That's how you get new and interesting shit. And I was like, he's absolutely right. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to not be influenced by your contemporaries and do something completely new and risk it being bad, but also then it has the possibility or potential of being new and interesting. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the adventure. So I'm curious as to how people would receive this quest, and to see if it has too much or too little. Like, I have something like everything in blue here is narration that you can read out word for word to your players. Everything in red, what was red for? Red was, oh, different ideas of things you can do. So like I write here, traveling to High Crest takes the greater part of the day, and if players choose to leave the same day as they get to Horizon, they must camp overnight unless they find/purchase travel. Ideas for this include they could purchase some horses, which will cut down travel to a couple of hours. They can find a merchant traveling there with their cart, which only takes a few hours as well. Or they can charter a sky skiff, which will take less than an hour, but it's 5 gold pieces one way. So I have little like choose your own adventure things for GMs, little ideas, I guess, but most of it I'm expecting the GM to make up on their own. You know? Along the way, there's a great opportunity for a random encounter from Horizon, or from the Horizon list if you so choose. The Horizon list is currently missing table. Once the players arrive in High Crest, they find a quiet farm community with a small main street. The hamlet is being designed to be a future village and is laid out to accommodate a somewhat vacant main street with future spaces for shops and vendors. Right? So I want there to be a lot of autonomy from players. I want there to be a lot of autonomy from GMs writing reading through and playing the adventure. If a GM wants to give the players like fucking laser boards or whatever to fly over to her like High Crest, go for it, bro. I don't care. It doesn't ruin the stories if the players get there in an interesting way in your game or not or whatever. And then I have certain things that the GM can narrate, specifically like you see a modest sign with the name High Crest burned into a piece of wood, of well-carved wood. The hamlet is spread out with small houses dotted around the cobblestone main street. Farmers can be seen moving their goods around, and a group of children are practicing their swordplay in the distance. Tall grass blows gently in between each home, and beyond the building, you see large open farmlands before a small set of hills at the edge of the island. There are only 2 buildings in the main street, with 3 more currently under construction further down the thoroughfare. So you can read that out if you want directly to your players and explain to them, or you can read the general gist of it, and if you have a better way of explaining it and like getting this general vibe, or you want to change the vibe entirely and change Highcrest from a small farming hamlet to like a bustling, you know, newly built township, like go for it, bro. It doesn't change anything in my world for GMs to write down. So I want there to be like a permission thing that I sort of write as a reminder for GMs to change what they want about it, because, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And then like some things in here, like the Magistrate can be found in the tavern/inn and has set up office at a table in the corner due to the village hall not yet being constructed. He is welcoming and excited to see a group of adventurers coming to their hamlet. He is a human man in his mid-40s and has no visible combat experience, but carries himself with a bulky strength built from years of farming. He can be introduced in many ways, but some ideas include locals directing the party to the tavern, the barkeep calling for the magistrate from the back after the party enters the establishment, the magistrate in the middle of the setting of settling a resource dispute between 2 farmers and seeing the party enter. So like a couple of ideas, whatever, general direction. The black text is general direction. The blue text is sort of like literal description, and the red text is ideas on how to move things forward. And then further down, there'll be stat blocks and whatever and art for shit. But yeah, that's the general format that I'm gonna write it in. But Elman Chorus, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. In Path of Exile community, we almost always say the first character is almost always a write-off. It's learning experience, but you can always go back. I have played Path of Exile a little bit. And for me, the first character being a write-off is an absolute understatement. My first character was an atrocity. All right, because I thought, coming from, you know, Diablo 2 and other ARPGs, and like I didn't really love Path of Exile because the art style wasn't my jam, and that's kind of important for me. But I tried it one board, you know, summer afternoon, and I realized that I can't make my own build. You're not allowed to in PoE. You're just not supposed to. He's like, fuck that, man. So yeah, I guess that's good. That's a good advice, honestly, for adventure writing too, Elma. That's really useful to keep in mind. You know, that's why this is Adventures episode 0 for me. This is not Adventure 1, actually. This is Adventure 0, and that's for 2 reasons. Thank you, Sonny. The first reason is because I want it to be like a prologue that you don't have to play. Because what I found is there's a lot of players that choose to start their adventures in games at level 3 and actually hate starting adventures at level 1. And so I need to accommodate for those whiny babies. And I also want the first adventure, the Horizon prologue, to be sort of an origin story, if you want, for how the adventure kicks off. Doesn't throw you into it immediately. It's very small town JRPG, show up at you know, Forgotten Shores, whatever type thing. And it's also supposed to be kind of like an introduction for me, where I can make mistakes and have a write-off and whatever. Because this is also like, it's a free adventure. I'm not kickstarting. I'm not doing shit for it. It's just a free adventure. And if people like it, that's great. If people don't like it, then I learn, so that when I actually want to write a formal adventure and do a proper Kickstarter for it later for the Realms of Eldara, then I know what people liked about this, what people didn't like about it. But I'm going to release it sort of with like, I'm going to be fearless about my release of it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to write it out the way I think it makes sense. I'm going to make maps and tokens the way I think it makes sense. I'm going to make stats the way I think it makes sense. I'm going to need a lot of help with the stats, though, because I'm not great at balancing stats the first time. I balance on the fly, usually when I'm in combat. Like, I'll write a monster out and figure out what they do. And then mid-combat, I'll be like, oh, wait, that should not be 2d8. That should probably only do 2d6 at this level. I forgot my players had that little HP. Okay, and then I'll rebalance it. But I'm committing to stat blocks for this one, so that's going to be hard for me to do. But I don't know. I like campaigns that start at level 12, so you can just get to the monkey. You don't like the whole origin story? I love low-level D&D. It's my favorite part. I love it way more than high-level D&D. Check stream topics. I posted how I organize my notes for a session. All right, what do we got here? I've been added in Discord. Oh, so I see the color-coded too as well. Oh, that's dope. Optional things. Yeah, I don't write my notes like that. I like... Shit, man, I don't know. The table is broken. Wait, what is it? Wait, what? Azura. Ah, shit. It's been broken again. Every month it gets broken. I swear to God, dude. I don't know how to fix it. Apparently, you are the first, fourth, and fifth highest cheer this month. So thank you, Azura, for single-handedly keeping my stream online in the month of May. I appreciate that. Thank you. So playtester for figuring out is actually just a meat grinder. It is. Yeah, you're right about that. And I am going to be hoping for a lot of playtesters. I'm going to run a couple of people through my game if I can through our Discord, but honestly, I'm going to hope that people are willing to play it. Like one of our guild members, Atari, he actually has been running this side quest through a couple times. He posted in general today. I saw. I didn't say anything yet about it, but I was gonna mention it. Where was it in Discord? Where was it? Yeah. So he actually wrote altered the game, and he actually ran at a convention, and it's like super pre-alpha set. So let's see what he said. First session, a bard, cleric, and a monk get into a fight, trying to help someone and almost burnt up the skyship they're on. Okay. Luna Aerolace admires their good hearts and asks them to escort a caravan of supplies out to Highcrest Hamlet. Great idea, honestly, for getting your players there. Along with 3 of her rangers, and help the magistrate there with a bit of a problem. The caravan runs into a beastly thing, and the Aerolace rangers die horribly. Thank God. The party is able to keep the supplies intact and deliver them to Highcrest. Free drinks and firm handshakes all around. End of session 1. Horizon report, roll 20, second session. All right, the bard and the cleric players don't show up, so their characters hitch a ride back to Horizon. The monk meets a new PC, a surly dwarven fighter. They also bring along 2 NPCs, a mysterious cleric and a self-taught rogue, who's got a lot of gumption but no practical experience. Note, this is what you do when 2 players forget that you changed the day to Monday. I see. The party agrees to help a poor farmer with a problem in his cellar. Abyssal mutants are discovered and defeated. After the fight, the mysterious cleric NPC shouts, "Long live the Abyss," and attacks. He's killed, and the room is looted. The party goes back to Horizon. Luna Aerolace asks them to go out and find more evidence of some kind of abyssal conspiracy. End of session 2. The 1-shot has morphed into a 3-shot. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm so invested. It hurts. Holy shit. I need to know. See, this is cool, man. Atari has turned the side quest that I gave him to run at the convention for a single day into, like, an adventure. This whole thing is supposed to be relatively quickly wrapped up in 1 or 2 days, right? Basically, the TLDR for the adventure is you get a chance during the actual formal adventure to pick a side quest to, like, kill some time. And if you choose this one, you go to the hamlet, you help them out with a cavern that was found underneath one of their farmers' cellars, you kill some abyssals, and then you go home. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I have green here too for players or for things that the players can, like, interact with. Players that speak Aldarian can poorly read the inscriptions as referring to some kind of tale of worlds in the sky and travelers coming through the great gates to give them blessings in exchange for learning of the Aldarian culture. A DC 12 religion check reveals the altar looks like it was aligned with some kind of star formation, with the remnants of circles etched in the top of it, surrounding one beautifully detailed stone sphere that had long since been destroyed. A DC 18 religion check will reveal a pull to a divine caster player. Reveal a pull to a divine caster player that will allow them to activate the altar by reaching out with their magic. If they choose to, it will illuminate the cavern, revealing the abyssals waiting on the walls and rooftops in cracks, and will allow players to gain advantage on dexterity saving throws that start combat, because they throw some shit at them. A DC 15% perception check will also do the same shit. So, yeah, man. And you get some gold. You get 20 ancient Aldarian gold pieces. They can be traded in the archaeological guild for 2 gold, or floating mountain for 3 gold. This is what Fishy got. Fishy got a bunch of ancient Aldarian gold. So, yeah, man. The adventure is going to be lit. I hope, anyway. I hope people actually want to play it. I hope people are excited about it. I hope. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. Never mind. I can't hope. I can't get excited, because what if they don't? What if they don't like it? I got less than 50-55. That must be what he failed the perception check. Yeah. Wait, for what? Wait, who failed? Who failed? I'm confused. It's a birthday month and better me. Wait, better. It better be me. Maybe I'm confused. Waves and Astral Smith playtester. Look, I want to eventually have the like, so later on we're gonna have the Astral Knight class. Is any formally released? We're gonna have the Astral subclasses. We're gonna have the Astral Smith. And we're gonna have the other 6 to 8 races. And we're also gonna have 10 to 15. Wait, no. 5 to 10. Help. 5 to 10 Eldara backgrounds. So, yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? Failed the art check redemption with the 55. Art check. Oh, did you redeem feedback while I was monologuing? Well, that'd be why. I think I was monologuing instead. All right, what am I doing feedback on, entities? Studies, work in progress, and feedback. Let's see what we do. I don't see it. I see it. Is this it? You doing anatomy practices? Is that what we're doing? The UFTA? Wait, what? Anatomy studies. Ooh. These are good, man. These are really good. See, what I'm seeing here are some issues in perspective. Your anatomy's on point, bro. You know where things go. You know how things connect. It's time for some perspective. These look really good, especially these like Bridgman style ones here are really, really attractive. When you're doing these action poses, try breaking them down into like 3D shapes first, and like doing the pose side by side with 3D shapes, because there's certain things with like the fingers that are like not quite in perspective. Like the anatomy's all there, it's all good. There's just like certain proportionality and whatnot that I think perspective can help. But these are really good, dude. I'm really impressed. These are fucking sick. Keep going on them. Definitely work on your perspective studies too, and you'll find them. They come together extremely quickly. So good shit. Was making a mascot today. Meet Kai. Oh, that's dope. We're gonna cover my Toon Forces Sorcerer. God damn. That's actually legit. All right. Good resources. You're not gonna like it. Drawing 3D shapes in different angles, like here. Where's like where's the guides on them? I can't find a perspective one. Basically, draw a perspective grid and draw your boxes, boxes, spheres, and cylinders all together interacting within those planes, and just practice it. It's just super easy. Just be like trace out your guides first, and then try and get to the point where you can freehand your perspective properly. And that'll help you when you're drawing the human body a lot easier, because you'll start recognizing those shapes appearing. So, Drawbox works too. Yep. Made art. Can I go on the fringe? You made an art, Ashley. What was your art? What was your art that you made? Is it in finished work? Is it? Where is it? I can't. Stream topics? Okay. Dark Souls 1 first area map that I made for Ulnar. Smooch Igatana Merchant. Obviously Fire. Treasure and Boss. This is beautiful. You know what? It is going in the fridge. Fridge. There it is. There it is, Ashley. It's on the fridge. There it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Go work. Go work, Ashley. You get wait, Peepo. Peepo head pat? No. What's it called? Head pat. All right, I don't know what the Peepo head pat is, but you can have Goldie head pat for now because it was the only head pat that showed up when I searched the word head pat on Discord. So, alas. I also recommend the Box Buddies exercise if you want to do characters. It's one of mine. I can share it if you're interested. I mean, drop it, bro. Hit it. All my art looks flat to me and is making me annoyed. Perspective studies, dude. Just get them. Send a picture of clouds, the general, which I think is neat. I want to be able to do texturing like that from picture and art someday. So you have to figure out what kind of medium you want to work in. Painting or like sketching or whatever, or drawing. And then it's really easy to find the resources for textures and shit like that. I'm off to sleep. All right, Eller, take care. Have a wonderful wonderful night, and try and stay cool. That sounds rough. I don't know what you do in the field, but that's the heat's not good if it's inescapable is the word. Can't explain, but I'm feeling awesome today. Excellent, Al. Me too. I can't explain, but sometimes you just don't question it. If you feel good, you feel good, bro. When I keep getting lost, I'm like, I don't know where I am. I am lost. My soul's so. Wait, I'm so confused. Levels of crying, so I drew the map to help. Did you draw the map before or after the embarrassing tears? Right? Archaeologist, but but I don't know what that involves in the field, whether it's just like dusting things or if you're like digging or whatever. So regardless of what it is, try and stay cool and stay in the shade at least a little bit. Don't get some heat stroke, bro. I know what to do normally. Normally I'm just neutral. You do whatever you want. Don't question good days when you have them. What's something that you want to do and you feel like you have the energy to do it? There you go. All right. Horizon release notes. Whoa, my God. I'm on different. Shit. I had to organize. I did this Shadowheart thing on multiple layers so I could make the video of it. Is that the right one? That's not the right one. That's the right one with the scar and everything. All right, Pog. Let's throw that up somewhere. Okay, so I want to do some sketching, some like landscape sketches and shit, like we did on Friday. But what I wanted to find is the original sketches that I did for the Eldari runes on my very first stream 4 years ago. I wonder where those would be. Landscapes? Shattered Sea Island. Let's try this one. Nope. Old but not old enough. Ancient runes? Okay. Okay. So these are some of the oldest pieces of Eldara artwork available. Let's see what we get here. Let's just let them load. All right. Oh my God, this is so old. This is not it. These are not the first day sketches. These are old, but not like first stream old. Ruins rock concepts? No. Temples, Gormesh. That's old, but not quite old enough. We need to go deeper, all right? We need to go deeper. Is it Island Sketch or Cloud Ocean? I think it's one of these. Here it is. Wait, what is this? Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Here it is, man. The very first project I was working on for Eldara on stream. The very first. We have, hold on. Maybe we should redo this. We have our farm. We have our island. Island 01. Dude, I can't believe I was working on this on stream. Oh my God. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, help. 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 Okay. So the very first pieces of Shattered Sea concept art, man. That's old, bro. That is some old ass artwork. How big was this? These look too large. 20 by 10 inch sketches. Oh my god. Oh no. It's too much, man. I can't handle it. I can't do it. Oh, just digging? Fair enough. Has anyone chosen his outfit for the upcoming Ren Fair yet? I haven't, because I need to find one that's a lot less expensive than what I wanted to buy. So, no. What are the major players' power sources in your world? Like default, D&D has Primal Divine, Arcana, etc. So, that's kind of a big question. Magic is magic is usually contextualized by where it comes from. So there is abstract and then more obvious power sources. So like natural magic actually comes from deep within the earth. Arcane magic comes from ley lines underneath the earth, like surface of the earth or whatever. Astral magic comes from space. The problem is that I think that sometimes like trying to contextualize an idea into D&D mechanics ruins the interesting like uniqueness of the idea. So I don't really know what to do for a lot of it. I want to describe it in a way that GMs can understand it and make their like worlds or whatever within Eldar, and players can play a player or can play a player character. But I don't want to remove the like the magic in the magic, you know what I mean? So I haven't formally outlined how it works, but I need to at some point in time for the astral sages and knights, and that's fine. But the problem is then where do I, like, I've alluded to where magic comes from here and there, but I haven't actually made a concrete sort of like article about it on World Anvil where I've said this is how it, you know, this is how it works or whatever yet, but I probably should. Just imagine how embarrassed you will be of what your current self in the future. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I really do. Because I think that looking back on yourself and though, you know what, honestly, Nix, there was one piece in particular where I stopped being cringed embarrassed of. Like, I recognize old artwork isn't as good as new artwork, but there was one piece in particular that I did that I'd sort of figured out my style of sketching, and I'd sort of figured out my style of mark making, and I figured out my style of character, like, stylistic choices. And since then, I think I've been pretty okay with most of art that like I don't look back on it with embarrassment. I look back on it with like, oh, this piece is old, thus it's out of date and it could be better. But I don't look back on it with like shame like I do for this stuff, you know. And that piece was actually when we were drawing stuff for the current game, and I drew Ella's squire Natalie, and I figured out this sort of new sketch style. Obviously, this is old and kind of like out of date and antiquated and whatever, and like the sketching is kind of like tough, and like the line work is too heavy, and the brush work is too whatever, it's not textured and has all these problems to it. But this was the kind of first piece that I'd done, and it was in 22, so this is an old piece whereby this is kind of like I look back on this and this is the oldest piece that I'm not embarrassed of, right? It's kind of interesting how that works out, you know, where you figure something out, you like sort of normalize your style, or you do some shit or whatever, and then you look back on it and you're like, oh wait, I don't hate that. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, cool. So I hope that I am like obviously doing better work than this in the future. That's a goal, but I don't know if it'll be the same kind of shame that I had for this original shit that I did. Dude, what the fuck? There's like inches of snow on my roof right now. And in my yard. What the fuck, Canada? It's May, dog. It's fucking May. I don't know what to say. This is terrible. It's Tara? Did you take Yuna out in the snow? Did she not like it? Did she protest? Did she get her what? Oh my god. So maybe we could redo one of these sketches. It'd be fun to redo this one. So this was before I really understood what I wanted out of the Eldari runes. And I was like, I want floating runes in the sky doing floating rune things. Maybe we could redo one of these. Or like redo the general sort of shattered sea, floating rock, like broken rocks and shit. We can do that too. God, there's so much stuff that's happened since these old pieces. It's like from that to this. You know? I should, you know, I would do a Twitter post. Here, we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do, I always wanted to do one of these. I want to do this. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna be funny for a second. I'm hilarious. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna do one more here. Okay. Four years of difference. What do we? What? 4 years. Improve. 4 years of improvement. It's probably good. It's probably a decent one. Yuna says so. Oh, okay. Add the box buddies exercise and stream topics. Thank you, Thorkin. God. That's so offensive. I'm so ashamed to post this on Twitter, but I think I have to. Like, I think you just need to post this kind of shit on Twitter when you're an artist, right? You need to, like, showcase that to our other artists coming up behind you that it does get better. It gets better. You don't have to stay trash your entire life. You just upgrade the level of trash you're at, and then you're still trash, but it's okay because you're less trash than you were 4 years ago. So maybe it should have actually been more of an improvement for 4 years, but I don't know. All right, I want to do some sketches today. I want to do some of these style sketches. I want to do something kind of shattered CE, so it's relevant to the original post that I did 4 years ago. That's the goal, man. We'll put it up here. Actually, I'll put it in the center here and we'll work on it. All right, so what do we need art for? We need art for a couple things. We need art for Horizon. What do we need art for Horizon for? We need art of... what's important to have art of for Horizon? Horizon needs art of... Oops. The fuck? Why is it selecting that? Dog, stop. Okay, there we go. So sketches, sketches, sketch is, there we go. Sketches. So we probably need one for Horizon itself. Horizon from the airship. We'll need one of Tiny Island. We need one of Mystery Artifact. We need one for Abyssal Monster. We need one for Jungle Monster. We need one for Pirate, bro. We have Luna. We need Endymion. Oops. We need Endymion. What else do we need art for? Obviously, the magic items are going to be a different thing. You ever think you're not trash when you become a bad artist? True. I also added the way I double check boxes for good measure. Did you? Ooh, you did. Yeah, don't. Common mistake, perspective point going towards the camera. It's physically impossible. It's a rectangle square. Yeah, true. Yeah, actually true. Holy shit, Thorkin. What a Giga Chad. So what do I need for environments though? So I need a sketch of Horizon and Tiny Island. You could do Tiny Island with rune sight on it. All right, let me think about this real quick. I'm gonna go. Give me 1 second, and then we'll pick which piece of art we're gonna do today for the 4-year comparison. See if I've gotten any better. Okay. Main thoroughfare and Horizon. That's not a bad idea. That's a substantial sketch, though. That'd be a big one. Horizon. A Streets of Horizon kind of thing. What else? I fixed the Blackwood command. Did you? That's a long ass command, bro. Do you enjoy the shine of pretty click-clack math rocks? Check out Ella's Dice Store at blackwooddice.com. Don't forget to use code Evan Bulhart at checkout for a discount. I thought it was EBA. It's Evan Bulhart. That's the code? Really? Whose dumb idea was that? Also her Etsy at blackwooddice.etsy.com and her Patreon over at patreon.com/blackwooddice. Check out our socials at Twitter and TikTok. Damn, bro. Damn. I'm impressed. You went hard. Okay, what other things do players want to see art for? When I talk about, okay, you get into wherever, you do this or that in the adventure, you arrive on the island, here's some art of the street, you want to see the NPCs. How many important NPCs are there? Probably, like, I could do a ton of art for this, but I also need to manage my, like, workload here. Luna and Endymion can get art. The monsters can get art. The artifact can get art. I think that's about it, to be honest. I could do a sketch of each of the locations. Van Blayhard is actually a sick name. Stealing it? Yeah, go for it. Sounds French. They'll love it in Quebec. They fucking love French sounding shit over there. I don't know why. Rather than the airship, Tiny Island. So I could do the rune site, to be honest, but I want to do something kind of zoomed out, like we did the temples or whatever. I don't know if that's something others would like to see, but 2 commoners and a guard would be nice to get a feel of the people. Yeah, like maybe like a, oh man, like so for the proper formal release, I want to have art of like everything. When you go to the inn, there's an innkeeper art piece there. When you go to the one of the like 5 or 6 main shops that I like outline, there's art of the shopkeeper. Doing art of like commoners and stuff is a good idea, but do I have time for that is the question. Do most people care about it? Because I'm also trying to maximize this. The problem is I have to work as hard as I can to proof of concept it without overworking myself to the point where I regret the project, basically. So I want to do 10 to 15 sketches, and I'm trying to figure out, yeah, we could do like, the problem is like which commoners do I do? What's an important like NPC that you're going to talk to when you go there? You know, old Galen doesn't need art. He doesn't get art yet. Endrick doesn't need art. He already has art. Who else do you talk to? You go on the airship. You arrive at Horizon. So yeah, we could do an Airlace guard. We could do an Airlace family guard. I like Atari's idea of having Airlace Rangers. That's cool. Because when you're in the city, the Airlace family guards versus the town guards is like an interesting thing, a subplot that you can explore for your players. Just my artbook learning material in the stream topics chat. Yes, I use Pokemon cards as bookmarks. I mean, what's wrong with that? I have a Magic the Gathering card that's the bookmark for my card or my book that I'm reading right now at night. Absolutely supposed to use Pokemon Magic cards for that shit. So other sketches people would want to see for the adventure that aren't massive endeavors. We got Horizon, View from the Airship, Tiny Island, Mystery Artifact of this monster. 1 for each side quest. We need art for last boss. Last boss art. I do that off stream though, because I don't want to spoil it. Cover should be last in priority, just a suggestion if it can fit. That's a good, but it's a good one though. Like, I need some abstract ideas like that right now. Airlace Family Guards, the last boss. Are there any runes or temples or anything? There is a sage temple there. But is that going to be part of the adventure? I don't know. I'll probably outline that the sage temple is on the outskirts of town. But does that mean that you're going to go there as a party? Probably not, to be honest. Maybe it's already a lot of sketches. The big question is for me is maps and tokens. If people are going to need them. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys need maps and tokens for an adventure? Or is that just kind of like a bonus, frivolous sort of thing to put on top? Because, God, I don't know, man. Do adventures usually have maps and tokens? Maybe I will look at some. Do D&D adventures usually come with maps? So these are city maps, but not like battle maps. The issue is trying to hand paint a whole map is a lot of work. And I'm wondering how worth it is. More or less. Common towns, so street view could be cool. Setting wise, maybe with an important location in the distance. Yeah, it's a good idea to do the Horizon streets. I think I like Cobalt's idea of doing the main thoroughfare. That's like a good sort of metric. What I'm thinking of doing is a piece that's oops. Oh boy, there's a lot of things going on right now, a lot of layers. Doing a main sort of street view kind of thing of the markets or whatever, with the central like statue being built in the background, and then like maybe a view of some of the like taller buildings or whatever off in the distance. Something like that for Horizon. It's a nice and. Would you be disappointed, Ashley? Would it make you not want to play the adventure though if there's no maps or tokens? Or is it just kind of, oh, that's cool if it was here, but not dissuading you if it doesn't have it? Because that's the main thing. I don't have a lot of feedback from that on people. People generally like expect it, I feel like, but I'm not sure if anyone actually needs it. Because if I don't have to do maps and tokens, this adventure gets released on June 1st. It's just that simple. No maps and tokens, adventure release date June 1st, easy. And I wouldn't kill myself to get it ready for that. Maps and tokens, I will work constantly through May, and I still might not get it done. Because like a battle map is it's like a 10-hour project. You know? Use maps and tokens. Adventures always have maps for certain things. They usually just show the dungeon map instead of the one room at a time, though they also sometimes do have singular room maps. Yeah, like battle maps. Map's the most annoying thing. It would be actually deter me from playing the game if I had to create every map. So you wanted to include it, basically. That's fair. Look at the old Forgotten Realms city system map set. It was so cool back then, getting such a massive map, in my opinion. Forgotten Realm, wait, like what city map? Like Waterdeep? The problem with city maps is I don't know how to do it because I don't like any of them. Like, I hate all of these. I really, really despise these maps. I don't like them. they're too like weirdly literal and too like video gamey and not like, in my opinion, like you can do a small map like this and it's fine probably. But the large city ones, like I really just don't like this. You're trying to outline and identify every building, every street, every whatever. Then you're kind of committing to the exact size and scale of the city as opposed to just a piece of art. I think a piece of art that shows a sweeping landscape clears this every single time. City Systems box set. Forgotten Realms, City Systems box maps. You mean these? Perhaps think some sort of visual aid, even just communicate the DM, the general layout, like one overland map and maybe one battle map for the final battle to really evoke or inspire. That's a good point. So I also need to do a horizon map. Okay. For your side quests and shit. The unfold and connect to be like 15 feet by 10 feet? Really? That's kind of dope, actually. I like that. The Runes of Undermountain. Oh man, painting all these battle maps is going to be such a pain in the fucking ass. Because I'll need one for each side quest and one for kind of the last encounter on the tiny island. Oh god. I got the DMs don't want to make 50 maps themselves. Like, I'm sorry, you're going to make 50 maps as a DM, you're doing it wrong? Yeah, maybe. Fuck, dude, that's gonna be so man. Cause I agree. I think people are gonna want the maps, but man, fully painted battle maps. Oh god. Maybe not all the maps will be ready by the like playtest release date. Fuck. Magic items and shit. The question is, do I actually need magic items? Does anybody care about magic items for this? Probably not. Like maybe I'll have like, God, how would I give you your magic items in game? It would be like loot from the last boss. You'll do like 3 magic items instead so that you can get your loot from the last boss for the next leg of the adventure. Oh, so why can't I hear Ella's Discord? Hold on. Hold up. PC? Didn't. I forgot. The fireplace is going the entire time, and I can hear it. I messed up. Like, I don't think I give the players a magic item for the side quest. Is the main point. Critical Fiction mod chat? Wait, what? Oh, that's dope. Yeah, what the fuck? That's huge. Jesus, man. That is an old ass box, Cobalt. I love that though. Ah, shit, man. Two dogs for level map for battle maps? Okay, let's see. Stream topics. Oh, you think something like this would be good enough? This wouldn't take me a while. This would be easy. What I'm thinking is something along the lines of I'm thinking people are going to want stuff like this. Fully painted rendered battle maps. And this is what I'm concerned about taking me a billion years to do. Right? Is this kind of thing. If I have to make 6 of these in 1 month, like, holy fuck.
I have returned and I bring gifts, the gift of Yerp. You are now the Yerp master. Use this power of infinite speech wisely.
Thank you, Azura. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 100 bits as well. Double Drail. God, it's going to be so much time. But I feel like that's what people are going to expect from it. You know? I wonder if I did it sketch style on my own. Auto-generated Worldographer. Took a couple of spins to get the one look nice. See, I wish I could use a tool like this. I really wish I could use a tool like this. But I can't use art from a tool because people expect everything that they see art-wise to be, like, made by me. There's an expectation. Right? That's the challenge for me. It's the pressure, man. It's the expectations, bruh. If, like, the main map is beautiful, then the smaller battle maps can be, like, sketch, in my opinion. Really? It's nice for immersion to have those maps, but it's just wild to expect an independent solo artist to make those. No shot. The thing is, though, Ed, I'm trying to show people what an investment into the first adventure Kickstarter could look like. So I want to try and show off what I'm, like, capable of. Maybe I do one battle map, like the last room is a painted battle map and the others are sketches. You know? I would want at least one map, like room numbers and the info for the room, or at least that's what I want from most pre-written campaigns. So there's not going to be many dungeons. It's going to be mostly solo encounters for the first adventure. There's not going to be a dungeon exploration or delve in it. If I did a sketch that was like a grid sketch like what Nick's posted in my style with my background and my like sketching style, I wonder if that would be enough. Because that would cut it down from like honestly 15 hours to like maybe 2 to maybe like 3 to 4 hours. I don't know, man. I don't know how long it would take me to do it. The first one. The fifth one will take me less time than the first one will, obviously, but like I'm wondering what that total is going to be. Let's go into the local game store expecting Matt Mercer. Yeah, maybe. But the token, okay, if the tokens are all painted though, and the map is a sketch, does that ruin it for you guys? That's the other question. Start the Kickstarter with like one map or something, set a goal or given time frame. That way you get some funding while you're drawing and it doesn't seem so bad. Else probably won't need to crunch as much. That's true. Well, like, so this adventure is not going to be kickstarted. This is the prologue. This is the proof of concept. I want to show this adventure off. Hopefully people like it and want to play it. And then it's like, okay, this is what I could do for like free in my spare time. Imagine what I could do with funding. That's like kind of the point of the Kickstarter, is I want to show off what the kind of value people can kind of expect. Like, hey, instead of an adventure that's like, 10 pages with 3 items and 10 to 15 sketches and 20 tokens, I'm going to do a 30-page adventure with like 30-second sketches, 5 maps, and like whatever else, you know. And so I want everything to be sort of like up to the standard of quality, maybe just in less quantity. So maybe I do 1 fully painted map for the last thingy, and the side quests are just sketched maps, right? That could be okay. I think for all art you add, including battle maps, you're adding art to inspire the players to play, or the DM to DM. Think less utility and more evocative. That's really insightful, Ashley, and you were absolutely right about that. I think I got lost in the sauce a bit, but I think you're right. If you have a badass final boss map, then they'll be hyped for the fight, but the DM just has a random shitty roadmap for random encounters that'll happen en route to the dungeon. Nobody will notice as long as it's passable. They don't feel a C- versus a D+. Okay. I mean, like this. Am I cooked? Am I wrong here? Do people expect? Does anybody expect this as a standard? For like a $10 adventure you buy off a shelf? Or is this like, yeah, if I'm paying money, I expect this? Which is what my sort of opinion is. It's like if you're paying money, even if it's like a $5 or $10 adventure, I would expect painted maps like this. You know? Spend 10 per map, really? Okay, hold on. Let me catch from chat real quick. All the full illustration ones are made by full teams. Give the art of a portfolio of your art. I think having a few pieces that and the rest as concept art would be more than enough to convey what you're trying to do with those people playtesting and investing and looking through the project. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Maybe I could do like sponsored maps. Like someone could commission me to draw a map or whatever, and I can like add the map to Horizon. Like reverse crowdfund Horizon, you know? That's how me just explain the sketch to be in world. That's true. That's a good way of doing it. That's how I do it for my maps, my overworld maps. So yeah, Thork, I want to do it for the battle maps as well. You gotta provide a sketch for the ones that will go back and illustrate as you want / can. I think vertical slice of a sample of 1 battle map, 1 overland map, 1 custom class, 1 couple unique tokens for the named boss or something. Right. Okay. Big map can be full, but everything else can be sketches. Okay. Makes perfect sense, Evan. As a part of a Kickstarter goal, you can release your concept book with updated art, and those who reach a certain tier get a PDF copy. Yeah, I don't even know how I'd format the Kickstarter for the first adventure. The first adventure is also so much bigger than Horizon. I kind of don't even want to think about it right now. It's just making me nervous. Absolutely not. $10 for any art is huge for an adventure. Okay. You're living their Patreon for wait. Is this a guy or is this a team? Because like I don't know how to pronounce says Peku or whatever. But is this just a dude or is this like multiple people? I assume this was just a dude. Google Maps and Baldur's Gate descend into Avernus. Those are black and white. Yeah, I actually know the exact map you're talking about, Trail. I actually know the exact map here. Baldur's Gate Avernus. That's not how you spell descent. Not discount to Avernus. Descent to Avernus maps. I know the exact maps you're talking about. Where is it? Where is it? These are not them. These are city maps. Okay, I can't find it. But I know the exact battle maps that you're talking about. I feel like a map pack with smaller settings / assets used on them for like 15 to 20 per pack, 4 to 6 depending on size. Usually the maps are not diverse or complicated. Yeah, I mean the problem is also I don't want to paywall a lot of things. I want the first adventures to be as accessible as possible. You know? Right? Literally, wait. Literally the map you're talking about is $10 a map / pack. All previous rewards, Foundry, VTT, whatever. Oh, man. $10 per map. Okay, that's Nick's that contextualizes it. Yeah, that's there's some context in there. I appreciate it. Give you what it could be if, yeah. Make a sketch map that gives the GM room to paint the atmosphere with his words depending on where the game is going. It's like saying I want free run level animation, my solo animation 20-minute long project. That's way too much. Is it? But I want to hold myself to a high standard. It is a team. Oh, really? Shay and Peku. Oh, damn. Okay, I didn't realize it was multiple people. I thought it was one dude in his fucking basement or whatever. Galaxy Brain Take provide vivid descriptions, minimal art, then they retweet all the personal fan art people make for the home games. Yo, true. What if somebody makes some fan art for their Horizon game? Holy shit, could you imagine, Ashy? Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Yep, dungeon maps. Yeah, I want to make a tile set for these kind of maps, actually. I had a tile set in Roll20 that I used that was great. Yeah, I want... Oh, man. Okay, I have ideas now. My mind is blown. I was thinking that this is going to take me like 80 hours of map painting. Because the tokens, like, imagine... Here's the thing. Imagine I show up with... like this dragon. I feel like this dragon token requires a fully painted map. But maybe the side quests don't, you know? This isn't part of the game. This is a different token I did, but it's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I feel like I have to, like, God, I love this token. God, look at him, man. This token was so good. What the fuck? What am I doing with my life? All right. Because you know D&D players, they will draw your big bads. That's true. That's true. You design to be generic for multiple uses. I'll map your Kickstarter for you, Evan. I'll set goals and all that. You can pick up the ones you want and keep. That's, hey, look, I'm gonna need help for this shit. All right. But yeah, so basically, Horizon's supposed to be a proof of concept. Horizon is two. I have two goals for Horizon. Okay. One goal is to create a proof of concept for the Kickstarter, so that people can see, like, oh shit, Evan did this adventure, you know, level 1 to 3 for free, and he wants to do an adventure triple the size for 3 to 6. Okay, like, I believe in that product. I want to back it. That's the goal. It's for Horizon to be proof of concept. The other goal for Horizon is to get people to make a character in the world, so that the world now means something to you personally. You have a character in the world. It's like, imagine you are watching an announcement for a game, for an expansion pack, for a game you don't play. You're like, I don't give a fuck. This is interesting, but I don't care. But if you've been playing that game and you have a character in that game, you actually care about the stuff that's coming out after that. So I want to get people, and for me, it's kind of like when I'm working on stuff on stream, I want people to give a shit. That'd be nice if people gave a shit. So I kind of want to, like, get some investment and make it something cool people can jump into as well. That's why I want it to be free and accessible and whatever, you know? Seems really great maps from the D&D Adventures League. I can't think of much from Adventures League, honestly. You really said I'm not wanting a gray map, a scale map for quests, have the base color be fitting for the location. No, I'm okay with that, actually. I'm okay if I do a sketch style like this. You guys can kind of convince me. You do amazing things in your life. See us here all amazed every stream again. Oh, come on, Jacob. Come on, bro. You can add a pack of pencils to the set so we can color the maps ourselves. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Color your own map. Even official products have painted maps. Add one in stream topics. What do we got? What do we got? Official map for Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But this isn't a battle map, is it? Right? This ain't a battle map. And so for me, it would be like, let me show you an example of what a map would look like. A map for, let's say, for the Horizon side quest adventure, whatever thingy, would look something like this. We've got our grid. Actually, fuck it, we'll do the grid later. It would look like altar in the center of the room. Maybe some candles on it. Piece of cloth hanging off of it. Some, like, stone spheres carved into it. And then a couple of other, like, pillars around it. And rocks and debris and rubble and whatnot. And then it'd be like the wall sort of a kind of thing. And then within that, be the grid. Oops. Oh god. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Oh, map. Forgive me, map. Right, so it'd be more like a room rather than like a dungeon of like, oh, you can go left or right and you can do this or that or whatever. It'd be more like, here's the room. So like there's like a monster token. So there'd be like 8 monsters with their little monster heads being monstery that's around the room. And then the player character tokens or whatever. With little hearts because we don't want to draw our player characters right now. So this is what I would sort of like do for a battle map. Then I'd have like a broken wall here and some crumbled runes around it, and maybe like a you know, another sort of broken stone structure right here. And so this is more along the lines of what I'd be doing for this map. Right? So yeah, I mean this is like if I did this in my sketch style and kind of like sketched out, would that be enough for players? So drawing maps, you include a tutorial, people who bought the book to draw their own. Genius. Genius. Player driven content, we're gonna call it. My opinion, I think I do expect amazing art from you specifically. I appreciate the honesty. However, Horizon isn't just art. There are a lot of moving parts, and I'd be more impressed with the quality of the adventure, even if there's no art, because we know the quality of your art. I want to do both really bad, but I also know you can't find the balancing point, right? Also, that Saltmarsh map I've used as a battle map. I've used worse at battle maps, but it was still fun. Okay. All right, fair enough. So if I did a battle map here, though, so this is the question. This is where I need actually honest feedback. So let's say I do tokens here, okay? And I have a battle map. And I make tokens. Would you be okay with the tokens being painted tokens on a sketched background map? Or is this going to be like a big letdown disappointment? Helps tokens stand out and viewable. Actually, you're right about that. It does kind of pop it out. It does kind of pop it. You're right about that. You know, more than enough. It was a $45 official book. Point being a painted map is too high of a standard. No one expects that. Okay. Legend for drawing straight lines. Yeah, you just hold shift, Ed, and it makes a straight line for you. Sketch style is more than enough. Sketch be super sick because it feels way more personal. Hyperstyles map feels like a lot of assets were used and more detached. Okay. Reasonable. You're really set on not wanting grayscale map for the side quest. Having base color fitting the location where a few of the color smudges is more than some maps have. That's true. You're right about that. Okay. If all I have to do is sketch maps like this isn't going to be hard for the side quest ones. This would be super easy for side quests. Not worried about it. The last fight, I want to be a painted map because I want to flex. Like, I really want to flex for the last fight and show you some crazy shit. But if for the side quests, people are okay with this, maybe it's not so bad. You know? Maybe it's not so bad. What'd be cool, though, is one thing I want to do for the Kickstarter is I want to do custom tokens for people. As, like, you hit a tier, and you can get, like, a custom tokens for your party or whatever. I'm not sure how much I'd charge for it. But, it'd probably be, like, 40, 50 bucks a token or something like that. Which would be a lot. But I like the idea of having, like, hero tokens for people. They can request them. And then you can go into, like, the game or whatever with tokens that are your specific party you're running through Horizon. You know? I think that'd be so much fun, dude. I think that'd be cool. But like, I'm trying to think of ways that I can sort of raise some funding for this project for the Kickstarter. Obviously, I want this to be all. The first one's going to be all free. Don't want anyone to pay anything for it. If somebody really wanted me to commission tokens from me for their playthrough, sure, I'd do it. But I'm not going to make it an official thing. But I'm trying to find ways that I can make the Kickstarter more like higher value to people, you know, which is tough. I don't know if anyone would care about getting custom tokens made for their game, but maybe they would. I don't know. Either way, okay, cool. So we'll do sketch maps, and I'll do little sketch maps like that, so you can print them out or whatever. You can do Roll20 or Foundry or whatever. Also, this is a Kickstarter device. Okay, hold on. Sorry. The entities. Let me go back. For advertising reasons, when you do start a Kickstarter, set the goal amount, something your community can reach in 24 hours, and usually draws attention from free marketing. I don't know what that would be, to be honest. Because this is not going to be a big marketed Kickstarter. This is basically going to be crowdfunding within the TDC. I don't expect people outside of TDC to follow the project or to see it or find it. It'd be nice if they did, but... Because, like, reasonably for the full adventure, I'm thinking that it's going to need about $3,000. Because it's going to be about 3 months of work of non-stop only focused on this work, and I think $1,000 USD is the very base bare minimum of what I would need to survive for those 3 months. You know, so it's a good idea though. Anyways, I gotta ask some friends about Kickstarters. I don't know, like doing a Kickstarter in 2022 when D&D was really popular on Twitch and everybody's streams are popping off would have been way different than doing Kickstarter in 2024 when D&D Twitch is kind of, you know, retraced quite a bit. So I don't actually know. If I set a Kickstarter goal for 3K, I don't know if it would fund. I guess I could do it for like, I could set a Kickstarter goal of like 1,000. The thing is though, that I need to have like some sort of crazy Pepega tier or some shit, but I don't know. I'm not thinking about Kickstarter just yet. I need to focus on this adventure and making sure that it is good as a free product for people who want to play in Eldara first things first. I shouldn't get too wrapped up in what I'm going to do later on the year with Kickstarter. Market the adventure as a narrator telling a story of what they remember. So the sketch battle maps are those the narrator. So lower quality is part of the story. That's an interesting idea. Well, a lot of the art is supposed to be in world, so it kind of works out for that actually. Skyship Captain token, please. You want to see the Skyship Captain token? Reuse the art, or wait. The Art of Horizon limited edition art book. So depending on if there is demand, Vidi, I want to do a limited edition Horizon. Like Horizon will be free, obviously. But for people who want to buy like a limited edition, like a physical copy of Horizon, I want to print it out, make a little booklet of the actual adventure, and then also print out a whole bunch of art cards for physical copies of things. So it'll come with like a large Shattered Sea Map card, or large Shattered Sea Map print, a large Horizon map print, and then it'll come with smaller maps of and smaller pieces of art, like little art cards of things for people that want a physical edition. But it'll still be expensive. Like the problem is like printing on the kind of paper I print on is still prohibitively expensive for me to buy. Even small cards of it are still expensive. So it'd probably still be like $100 or more for like the physical edition, because I can't do a mass printing. I'd have to print everything myself with not great access to cheap materials. So if people want a limited, like I think Cobalt mentioned wanting one, and Guapo and a couple of the mods, and people wanted like a physical or some shit. I don't remember exactly who, but yeah, I don't know. D&D Kickstarter is really popular though. Kickstarter literally shows me D&D Kickstarters all the time, and I'm like shiny every time. Really? I don't know if here's the problem. I don't know if I'm big enough as a creator to run a successful Kickstarter. I don't have like part of me deciding to grow my TikTok is how do I need to sign a fucking TikTok? Part of me deciding to grow my TikTok is to create more of an online presence so that when I do have the Kickstarter, I can actually market it. Please allow me to sign in. Let's check the progress. Let's see if it did well. We need our 3 FA. All right, please do not start playing music. Okay. You know, that's decent, actually. That's decent. Considering previous TikTok performance for previous videos, views, and all of a sudden drawing Shadowheart as a paladin. Like, that's decent. That's decent. So if I can do a project like this every day, or every couple days or whatever, honestly, truthfully, I could potentially actually get like enough of a following on TikTok, maybe actually launch a successful Kickstarter. I don't know, man. I feel like to market a successful Kickstarter, you need to have like at least 10,000 followers on Twitter. Maybe I'm overstating it. I do the Pegateer people easily run that tier at 150 plus. It's actually huge if you triggered the algorithm. Maybe, which means I need to do another one today. After stream today, I need to sketch and post another. No, I don't think anything planned. So I need to sketch which Baldur's Gate 3 character should I do as a paladin next. Oh god. Or should I just do like Lae'zel or something? What's the most popular? Who are the most popular Baldur's Gate 3 characters? Let's see. Is there a thing about here? Astarion is a paladin of Loitar. No, I'm not. Come on, bro. Paladin Astarion? I think Karlach is the next obvious move here. I think Karlach's the next one. Yeah, you're right about that. Thank you, Venus. I appreciate it. Venus, you've been following for a long time, haven't you? You've been here for almost 4 years, almost all the 4 years, right? God damn. Thanks for coming to my stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Wait, does it have a thing here? This is just people playing the origin character. Okay, this doesn't make any difference because it's just like dudes playing the two dudes or whatever. I guess. A Kickstarter I'm backing right now has 100,000 raised and 7,300 followers on Instagram. That's insane. That's insane. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? All right. Kickstarter markets? What's a Kickstarter market? Is that what we're in right now? Gale's most picked because of the speedrunners. Astarion was second most picked for a Lone Wolf Challenge run. That's why they're the most popular run. Oh, really? That's what that's for. Okay, cool. I know that. I'd assumed it's just because people picking like the obvious origin character or whatever, right? August of 2020. You can actually enter a command, Venus, and find out. Whatever it shows for me. I am not following Evan Blair Art. What the fuck? Bitch, what? I'm subbed, but I don't follow me? Twitch, what the hell, man? You mean I'm missing out on that free follower? I could have just easily farmed a follow out of myself on Twitch, and I didn't? Because of some stupid idea? Bro, what? I'm mad. I'm mad. I think it's got a bit of a cooldown, Venus. You should try it again. Jesus. I'm not even a real supporter. I've come to the stream. I have been here for every single Evan Blair Art streams, and I don't even follow him. Wow. That's dedication. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I think I got to do another character, another one. Don't play the sound. All right, there we go. Yeah, I need to do like I don't know who though. I guess or sorry, I don't know as what though. Karlach as a barbarian or a paladin or a fighter. What should I do Karlach as? Should I do Karlach as a paladin? Cringe. Damn. Damn. 3 years, 7 months. That's insane. That's actually insane. Catch Cantrip sub 1,000 Twitch followers, did 11,000 on Savior of Serious RPG. They pulled it off well. It had good marketing strategies. Yeah, man. I don't even know where I would start. 3 years, 8 months. Almost the whole time, bro. Is this good? Is 5% liked or 5% of views as likes? Is that a good metric? I actually don't know. I don't know if that's good or not. Oh well. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll do Karlach after stream. Oh my god. More work. Look off Twitter yourself. I put it in stream topics. Who's this? Artist who's at the 1 million stretch goal. Oh wow. Floral Dragonborn. Oh, you know what though? This is like a proper printed book though. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have anything. My adventure wouldn't be this official. Like, the art quality is decent. It's not like the art is the selling point here. But like, the actual proper books and shit, and like the puzzle, that's cute. Get a free jigsaw puzzle with a pledge of a box set or greater. Wow. Floral dragons. That's cute. I like that. That's a great. Man. Thanks to Hit Point Press, it's time for Dungeons and Floral Dragons. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. But that's something you can use in your existing games. The Realms of Eldar Adventure is like a one-off thing. I don't know if it'll do as well. I think it needs to have more people interested in this project specifically. Wasn't Red's crazy? Wait, what? Fishy, how should I draw Karlach? Should I just do fan art of Karlach, or should I draw Karlach as like a paladin or something, or Karlach in armor or whatever? Like, should I just draw Karlach? just send it, or should I do some shit? You notice your belt sooner. I could add the first badge. Yeah, true, bro. Actually, hold on. Can I might. Let's see if there's any vacant first badges or first whatevers. Twitch.tv. Let's go to creator dashboard. Let's see if there's any vacant slots. Monetization, subscriptions. Oh no, wait, it's analytics overview. What the fuck do I get to that sub thingy? Earnings? Manage founders. All right, let's see. Are any founders getting kicked out? Ella Blackwood, founder number 1, currently subscribed, cannot be kicked out. Founder number 2, Genova 320, currently subscribed, cannot be kicked out. Dashto and Jackie Felling, other players currently subbed, cannot be kicked out. Sir Cobalt, sub number 5, currently subbed, can't be kicked. I hope to God Leisha isn't just letting a sub auto renew and not know about it. I haven't seen Leisha in so long. Leisha's amazing. Thorkin, currently subbed, cannot be kicked out. Mita Akihiko, Gamello, and I'm number 1 all keep their subs, man. Damn. Here's the thing: the founder badge is subscriber badge that you get exclusively the first 10 prime or paid subs or of affiliate channels, and the first 25 of subscribers of partner channels. So if you want potentially a founder's badge, Oda, all that has to happen is I have to reach partner, and then you will probably get a founder badge. So I don't know how you're going to do it single-handedly, but if you get me to partner on Twitch, then I can get more badges. So yeah, apparently no one gets removed today, so there it is, bro. There are 1,100 PDF backers. That's crazy, man. First is only for people who said when you got affiliated. Not true, actually. I mean, like, like Cobalt earned his in like November. Leisure earned hers in November of 2020, whatever, because that's like when the sub would have gone. So that would have been in 2020, like November and whatever of 2020. So it would have been a couple months. But regardless, like Cobalt wasn't here on the opening day. Neither was Leisure or Thorkin. Certainly not Mita or Jason. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Definitely there's a possibility, Oda, that you're in there in the top 25. If I sub when you hit partner, I can also get a badge. No, it's for the first 25 people who subbed. So it just adds more. Instead of being the first 10, it's the first 25. So partner, then I insta sub, literally on sub and resub. No, you get it would have to be for the oldest subs. So yeah, that's the way it would work, unfortunately. All right, I'll just draw Karlak. I'll just draw Karlak. I need to draw Karlak with some like cool like barbarian gear or whatever. So I don't really like Karlak's base character design. So I need to okay, whatever. I'll figure that out after stream. That'll be my afternoon project when I'm back home for my walk and everything or whatever, after I do some work, after I'm done with this shit. This Horizon shit, man. And abs? You also want Karlak abs? Really? Why do you need Karlak abs? I feel like people aren't gonna like it because they only like the bullshit anime stuff, like wannabe Nickelodeon anime style that I see everywhere for Baldur's Gate 3 art, you know, which is it's definitely a problem. All right, let me close all this garbage. Okay. All right, I actually need to draw a thing. Okay, we're gonna draw a thing today. So when that's figured out, so what do we do? What can we do some art for then that we need for the adventure? We need to do tokens, which is fine. I won't do those on stream. People hate watching tokens. I won't do the battle maps on stream. People hate watching battle maps. So that leaves us with our sketches. Thank you, Pepe. I appreciate it. Also, my art exhibit ended. I have so many paintings at home now. How did it go? Did people give you a lot of feedback? That's exciting, dude. That's seriously exciting. I'm going to start the first EVA partner initiative initiative. You just need 75 viewers per stream, right? I need 75 average, right? So the way the average works out is if your stream starts here and ends here, and like this is like 5 viewers, 10, whatever, all the way to 75. If your stream looks like this and then you get to 75 and then your stream ends, your average is more like right here. And Twitch needs your average to be 75. So likely you need to get around 120 concurrents for the average to be at about 75. So yes, that's what I need. And then I can apply for partnership and get more emotes and apparently more first badges. So. As a why, the only thing you need to take with you is her head. Why did you kill Karlak in your game, Blaze? Why do you hate Karlak? Yeah, what? Practically impractical Karlak armor Barb Paladin
I
exposed
need your
abs and
thoughts
muscle
on
arm.
this Reddit story. This dude clearly has social anxiety or some kind of neurodivergence, and people are putting him on blast because he doesn't understand gift giving and thinks it's like a contractual obligation.
Okay.
Basically his GF told him about a TikTok with the if he wanted to he would thing, and he had a panic attack about it. Also, this is my last 100 bits. Crying face, crying face,
All
crying
right. Thank you, Azura. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think that Reddit's kind of cooked, man. I think that opinions on Reddit are a little messed up. They're one extreme or the other. You either get people freaking out over little things or you know, overblowing shit or whatever. I think those like girlfriend trap videos of like, you know, oh well, if you wanted to like he should just know what to get for me or whatever, like that kind of stuff. I think that's kind of crazy, you know. I think it's unreasonable for a lot of people, not even just neurodivergent, social anxiety, whatever people, to be expected to know what the fuck somebody wants, you know. Communication is very important. When you want something in your relationship, you should probably just say it, right? I don't know. That's my take. So you make 100 clone accounts and let them watch you all the time. I cannot be view botted to the top, unfortunately. Yeah, no. Twitch is very good at knowing if there's view botting going on in a channel. And so if my channel gets view botted to the viewership required, Jacob, that doesn't actually help me, unfortunately. So that's why I don't recommend it. Make sure I'm setting up a meeting with basically everyone in the company, 20 people every week for learning and development at the heels of terminating like 40 people. Ah, sick. Fucking corporate America. Get in there. Get after it, bro. Okay, what can we do? What can we do then for art first? So people are going to want to see the art of Horizon. So what, in chronological order, you're going to want art for Horizon when you're getting there. You're like, ooh, here's Horizon. Boom, there's the map, there's the whatever, there's the art. Title credits, Horizon. Which I kind of want to do a painting for. Oh, God. That's a lot of work. I'm signing up for more work, aren't I? I'm doing it. No, I can't. No, I should. Wait, no, fuck. Thank you, Heavy. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's been 4 long years, if you can believe that. So you get to Horizon, you're going to want to see the title artwork. Then you're going to want to see the art of the Horizon thoroughfare. So the streets. So we have that art down. Then you're going to need art of Luna Aerolace, which we have art of Lady Luna Aerolace. I might have to redo it because it's old and bad, and I was bad, and I should feel bad in that order. But I think we'll should probably be okay with it. Then, after Luna, we'll need Luna's guards, because you're going to need to talk to them a couple times in the city. Luna's going to be somewhat inaccessible for part of the adventure. Then you're going to need art for the side quests. So we have the Jungle Monster, we have the Abyssal Monster, the Jungle Monster, and Pirate Bro. These are all the side quests. Tiny Island and Mystery Artifact are going to be the sort of like last like main plot points. That's fine. So is the last boss. Then what else? If we go to if you stay at a different inn, you're probably going to want art of the inn and or the innkeeper, but I think that's a little bit frivolous to do. That's not required, in my opinion. I'm happy I don't know what the if he wanted to he would is about. Yeah, I don't know the specifics of it either, but I think those are yeah. Either way. The problem is also the extra content. So like the player backgrounds, classes, and races and shit are gonna need art. And I'm not committing to doing that for the release of at least the beta test release of it. Because that seems like a lot, you know. The Sage class needs to be done for this, probably. I want people to be able to walk into Horizon, and I want people to be able to, if they want to play as their first class in Eldara, to be an Astral Sage. I think that's important to me. 6 weeks left on the school year? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And then it's time. It's time to go over to the real world as a shining artist of the senior grade or whatever. I don't know how you guys do it. I killed Karlach to get the free armor from the one guy. I didn't know she was even a party character, and because Shadow Honey is the only NPC I needed. Look, on my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, I didn't get Asterion. Because I was like, ain't no way I'm getting mugged and held at knife point by some pasty weirdo and then casually letting him come on my adventure. I was kind of an asshole to him, and then he walked away, and I was like, okay, I guess. Sorry, man. See ya. So there's that. Then maybe I don't need as much art as I thought. I wonder if there's any like small items or trinkets, like Aldarian gold pieces or whatever, that could use art. That wouldn't take me more than a half hour, an hour. Didn't cut off Gale's hand. So we did a Dark Urge playthrough first time. Anything that involves stats and rules should be priorities, maps, and tokens. People can use anything. That's true. The sketches are going to be important though. For those things that have like stats and whatnot. I threw him to camp and did everything I could to piss him off. Ouch. I kind of want to play through Baldur's Gate 3 again, man. It's been a while. It's been a little bit. Like I'm having the urge to play through, but I know I can't. I know I'll just hate myself if I do. I also just absolutely do not have time for it, considering I have all this work for Horizon and then some commissions coming up and some other things and whatnot. And my emotional support, Dragon's Claim water bottle, to stay with me. That'll be good. I had so much work done yesterday. Yeah, true, actually. I did, but even then, it wasn't enough. So, like, also, if I have to do this TikTok stuff and I have to do a piece of artwork for TikTok today, oh man, that's another like 2-3 hours of art and filming that I have to risk bricking. So, yeah, there's that. It's okay. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I want to have like an idea of the entirety of projects that I need to do for this. Actually, is the Luna or Airlace piece too outdated? Let me see. Luna. It's a bit outdated, but I think it's fine. It's probably fine. It's an old piece of art. I forgot Luna was like 7.5 feet tall. I totally forgot. I was like, wait, why is she so tall? Oh, that's right. She's like 7.5 feet tall. My bad, dog. I forgot. Right. Yeah, there is that, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I really want to try one of these battle maps out. So for tokens, let me just figure out the total of the tokens. Tokens, I'm gonna need 2 abyssals for 1 side quest. I'm gonna need 1 large jungle monster. What else? 2 abyssals, 1 large jungle monster. Then for the other side quest is, ooh, I can't use my old pirate tokens. They're not good enough, are they? Well, hold on. Are these pirates good enough? Let me see. Tokens. 2021 tokens. Pirates. I don't know, man. Nah, they're too old. They're too old. I love these, but they're just too old. I can't reuse them, unfortunately. I want to, but no, they're just a little too old. All right, so I need like maybe 3 pirates. I think so. 3 pirates. And And then for the mainline adventure, I basically just need 1x secret boss. But I could expand that out to do individual tokens for each one. So I could do 4 abyssals. I could do 4 pirates. And then I could do the boss and 2x yeah. 2x minions. Two minions. So that would be what? 9, 10, 11, 12 tokens. That's not bad. Only 12 tokens. Unless I want any random encounters. Oh, do I do tokens for random encounters? That's frivolous, right? Planning for DM's random encounters and then just... No, I can't do that. I can't sign up for that. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I can't, because I want there to be random encounters potentially on the way to the quest. And that would be another map and another wolf tokens or whatever, like whatever random kind of like forest wolf thing there is. Or in a positive way, yeah, true. It's important to do that, Fishy. You have to brainwash yourself into positive thinking. I'm just not very good at it. Is a subathon where he focuses on just redrawing his old work? Dude, like, could you imagine? I want to, Venus. I want to redraw a bunch of stuff that I've done. And I actually did that with like Amelia. You know, but there's a couple of character art pieces that I need to redo. I just don't know what to do about that because, yeah. Was the Dark Urge lure you into a playthrough Dark Urge run? I already watched all the cinematics for Dark Urge because I knew I wasn't going to play the game just for Dark Urge. So I watched all the cinematics for Dark Urge. I watched all the like cinematics for if you did some things a different way because I'm not gonna. So I spent 120 hours on Baldur's Gate 3. I am not going to go and like say, okay, let me do another playthrough because I want to know what happens when you let Astarion ascend, when you kill Karlach, when you don't save the druids. I wasn't gonna spend another, let's say it takes me way less time. Let's say it takes me like 30 hours less, like 90, another 80 hours, even if it's 40 hours less. I didn't want to spend another 80 hours playing through the game again just to see a couple of different cutscenes, a couple of different events, a couple of different dialogues, like, you know, yeah. But I kind of wanted to play through again. I don't know why. I think a subathon with focus music and some banana bread to redraw stuff. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That'd be fun though, you know, to like even like crowdsource what people want. Is to do like votes of like which piece of art do people like but want to see me redo a new version, a new whatever, a new this or that. You know? That's a whole bunch of stuff that I gotta think about, so I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, well, we have a pretty clear picture here of what's gonna go down, I guess, for the main like release of Horizon. I guess I just gotta get to it, you know? Fuck, man. I gotta go for my walk today. I gotta hit my 10,000 steps. I'm only at 3,900 right now from going for my walk this morning. I only did 4,000 steps, which is embarrassing. So I gotta go for another couple kilometer walk. Even though it's snowing out, literally right now, there's snow falling on the fucking ground. I hate living here, man. Why can't I go somewhere nice? Why can't I live in Jakarta or Maui or fucking Singapore or Okinawa? I don't know what other places are nice that are safe. So, but yeah. So I'll do my Karlach piece for TikTok. So expect that tonight if any of you care about TikTok. I know that there's not a huge overlap of like TDC members and TikTok enjoyers, but if you want to, there's the link and I'll post my TikTok of Karlach later. So that'll be fun, I guess. But either way, that's what we're gonna call it today. That was fun. That was fun, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for all the support and everything. I appreciate y'all, all y'alls. Thanks for all the ideas, and I especially appreciate the like contextualization of the work that I was expecting of myself, because now I don't feel like I need to do quite as much, which is kind of a relief. But I can do, like, I can focus the quality, you know, like Ashley said, vertical slice. I think it's gonna be important. So I'll be doing that. I'm sorry there's no D&D game yesterday. I woke up and Fishy just said, I'm not playing with you, idiot. You didn't finish Runa yet. And since you haven't finished Runa's artwork, guess what? Fuck you. So I just gotta, you know, I gotta finish it by next week, or else we're not playing apparently. So, you know, found one of the people I work for was equivalent to 77K working part-time. Wait, what? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. No, Fishy and I just had some stuff yesterday, so it didn't happen. But next week we'll probably be playing, so that's gonna be fun. Either way, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all do. Thanks for spending 4 years with me on Twitch. It was a lot of fun. I'm normally do a big stream, a big whatever thing for my 4-year anniversary. I didn't really want to this year. I want to do a bigger stream for the release of, like, we're gonna do Eldaricon this year. I'm planning on it. Eldaricon is going to be the release of Horizon and a couple of other things and a bit of a celebration. It's gonna be later in the summer. I'm thinking that it might be August 1st or around there, so that we'll end our walking challenge at Eldaricon, as it were. I think that'd be kind of poetic and fun. So maybe we'll have the beta release for Horizon come out in June, and the full release be in late July, early August for Eldaricon. I think that'd be kind of fun, but I don't know. We'll do our big yearly update presentation stream, whatever, then it'll be kind of cool. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for those of you who are interested in hanging out with me tomorrow while I do a bunch of bullshit. Go play some D&D tonight. You'll deserve it. You deserve it. Go do it. Do it. Do it. Just 1 month away. May, June. It's gonna be July. It's gonna be July to August. It's going to be 1 month this year, Venus, because people kind of didn't like the 3-month thing. It's gonna be 1 month, one really intense month, 100K in 1 month. We'll see who actually does it. And I'm gonna send out badges beforehand so that you guys get your badges, so that when you earn it, you can actually open it up, and it's gonna be fun. I have a whole plan for it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great rest of your day. Until next time, my friends. Farewell.